Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ignition Point, a weekly Dungeons and Dragons game here on this channel with these lovely people, some of who actually have Twitch streams, i.e. Uzumika and the Steve Man. It is the Steve Man. I keep saying that Steve Man, but it's not. It's the Steve Man.
Well, I kind of like that Steve Man more because he's that guy.
It's that Steve guy.
That Steve guy.
888.
Yes. So if you like what we do, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. That would be even better because we would love to have you here as part of our wonderful spooky family. If you want to catch our stream after the fact, or catch up on all the stream, or just leave like shit posts for the guys, leave it in the comments of my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. Boomeadow. Oh, I can't speak. You will find it all over there, and yeah, it's a great time. Be part of our community. We'd love to have you. So, I believe, Uzumika, I cut you off terribly. You're about to say something, but at the moment you're romancing your dog.
He's busy with his buddy.
For anyone who wants to know as well, there has been a little bit of a stream layout change. The chat has moved to the side, and we now have a stat block.
Hell yeah.
The rolling stat block, which will inevitably be changed very, very
16 strength, 16 charisma. Fucking going off, Budge.
Yeah.
Budge do what Budge do.
Budge do.
Strength
Budge
and
do.
charisma.
41 hit points, my guy. Jesus.
Yeah, so...
Nash, you need to lie down.
Well,
it's just a storm.
it was suggested.
Okay?
It was suggested that considering I did it for the Saturday group, I should do it for you guys because that's only fair. Apparently, you guys, when you were watching the Saturday game, you loved getting to see what all their stats were. So this is obviously.
I missed the Saturday game this week.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't see it.
How did I?
Yeah, you did. Lots of stuff happened, but that is not the. If you want to catch up on that, go watch that. I believe it's still up on my Twitch at the moment, so you can go catch that over there. Otherwise, yeah. We are still down a Hito Black Cloak. Unfortunately, Evil One will not be back with us until next week, most likely. But upon that, we'll be losing Doc Holloway for 3 weeks as he is going away on a holiday. So, lucky him.
Nash,
Doc Holiday.
Doc Holiday is going on holiday, yeah, Doc Holiday. So
That's good.
So
that was the setup. That's the reason why I named him this Doc Holloway the whole time, just to make that joke.
My God, it's long-term storytelling.
One thing I will say, would anyone, because I obviously can't access Discord very easily while I'm doing all the stream running, does anyone want to just do the social media things on the Discords? All that jazz, if they want to. Because if anything, because we had Crumbs show up on Saturday night. It was great. We love having Crumbs show up. So, quickly replacing Kevin as everyone's favourite, stream crasher.
Kevin better pull your weight.
Now.
And also, just in case he is watching, I don't know if he is. Hey, Crumbs! We're just talking about you. Welcome.
Is Kira High here?
Yeah, we've got Crumbs here. It's great. Just in case everyone is watching, I don't know if he is, but hi, we miss you. Can't wait to have you back. So
don't just stare, lie down.
So, with that in mind, what, everyone, happened last week beyond obviously people being dead?
Got to bring up my notes.
Yeah, you guys have notes.
We had a lot of interpersonal talks.
Yes.
Oh, I met Kev's new buddy, his friend, his pal.
This is very rapidly.
Last week.
It's very rapidly getting confusing in this stream with 2 Kevins and 2 Steves. So
too many duplicates.
Time at my Will-o'-the-Wisp familiar or pet. Not familiar actually, and as well as Steve, the god that also now inhabits my body, somewhat.
Mm-hmm. I think this happened after Budge threw Cal as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Yeah, we had the team bonding. We had the touch football episode.
Yeet the elf.
It was the beach episode of fucking. It was just
Maverick beach scene, but in the desert.
That's from Maverick. It's touch football in the second movie.
Yeah, it's Maverick
from Top Gun.
He's gonna need.
Oh yeah, the movie's called Top Gun. Shit.
Nah, it's called Maverick. Maverick
The
and
second one's
French
called
White
Maverick, isn't
Planes.
And the second one is called Maverick. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue
Um,
the update.
We'll continue.
We all failed our checks to catch Ty. Luckily, Ty didn't fail his check to catch himself. After he
Which
was
led
thrown.
to one of the best misunderstandings that we are going to
I
have in this
am
whole
a
game.
superhero.
Not just one. Hudson has,
Dun, dun, dun,
Hudson,
dun, dun.
over the course of the night, Hudson has realised Cal can change colours. He changes colours.
Dude, it's still the same.
He's
fucking
two
form.
heroes. Oh, his poor doggy is scared of the storm.
Nasha, come lie down.
Nash, come be
Storms
with
suck.
Dude, he knows it's there, yet he still goes off at it, and then he comes in here and lies down, and then it's another crash of lightning, and then he goes to bark at it again. It's like, dude, just relax, chill out, lie down on your bed. I will pat you. You can fall asleep.
It will
Nah.
not. It will not improve during the whole night. But yeah, Hudson realised that Cal can change colours, and so therefore he's not one, but potentially 4 superheroes pretending and masquerading to be all the same, be different heroes. So
Yep, I think it's confirmed 2.
confirmed 2 in
No,
Hudson's
it's not
opinion.
Scorpion and Darkwing. Not Darkwing.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck?
No, Darkwing's the Batman clone.
Do you guys remember
Uh,
Do you guys remember that it was like it was the Lunatics or something it was? It was like Looney Tunes, but they were superheroes, and you had like Ace Bunny and stuff like that.
Do not know.
I do, yeah, unfortunately.
Vaguely.
I'm realizing now, seeing the stat block, that I've rolled really shit, because Cal's got like an 18 and something, and my highest is like 15.
Yeah, look, Cal's pretty good at things.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, that's
Steve,
probably
do you
why
think that
Kevin died.
Steve's just gone, okay.
Bye,
The
Steve.
storm's not going to affect me, he says. Ha ha ha. My internet's so good. Tyron's going to have
Okay,
issues
so
with the storm.
we're going to assume that everyone's cameras are going to be really wonky tonight.
Stephen, if you're hearing this later, fucking take that.
Yes, so there may be
Just
connection
got cut off.
issues.
Hello,
unfortunately. We'll see
welcome
how it
back.
goes.
I'm back. My crashed.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay that when you're not, when you don't have your cam on, you're Cal and Cal is Budge. So
Aw.
That's right.
That's all.
They're that close. I was gonna say as well, when Cal was talking to me, I feel like there was like a lot of stuff said to Cal about like the flavors of different characters or something. The taste.
Everyone
taste.
tastes
Of the
Oh,
different
when me was talking to
Yeah,
Cal.
his little buddy.
Me being the Will-O-the-Wisp that I have.
That's not his
me.
name,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's
not
what.
Scott. No, that's his name.
That's his name. Okay, that's his name. Okay,
It's canon.
I think I wrote it in the character sheet.
so all of this happened. Obviously, yes, Cal talked to Kevin's new friend. Cal almost died again. Budge
Yeah.
saved him again.
Buying campaign.
And so Doc started.
Softly tried to kill him though,
Yeah, yeah.
because I was grabbing and I got advantage to try and hold on to him.
Love
while he
that
was
for
doing
me.
that was something.
Maybe at some point you'll learn the lesson to stop licking the electrical outlets.
No.
To be fair, I
be
invoked that
fair.
because I thought he would be too scared.
Yes. So that all happened, and then Kevin and Doc went to do a bit of a bit of a checkup on Kevin, only to realize he's dead.
He's dead. He's definitely dead.
Meanwhile, Hudson was banished to bed because the party realized that Hudson is the only member of the party that needs to actually sleep 8 hours.
And we let him do 2 watches.
Yeah, so he did 8 hours of a watch. So we've had to be here for 16 hours because
No, a double watch is 4 hours.
Yeah, so... but
I
he
thought
did.
it was a 4-hour watch.
He
each.
did-
2 hours.
He did get to read his new comic book that Kevin gave him,
Comic
so
book.
that was nice. However, we did end out the session with Cal kind of talking to Budge about the conversation he'd had, and all of these conversations all amalgamated in a name like Star Wanderer, yada yada yada, in which Budge finished us out by saying to Cal, "But that's Budge's name. how do you know Budge's name? And that's where we ended it. So off of the back of that is exactly where we're picking up. Because that makes the most sense, because I feel like Cal would be like, whoa, what?
What?
Yeah. Throwing you right in it.
That's Budge in character.
Throwing you right in it, Cal.
Well, I said the last sentence. Cough your trot, Bruiser.
Oh no. What?
The episode starts with just 5 minutes of Budge and Cal just go, what?
Like the camera just zooms into your face.
I'm just like, ba 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 ba.
Ba-da-ba.
No, but so what was the last line that was said, mate?
He goes,
I need my scene.
He Budge leaned into you and said, Star Wanderer. I think it was along the lines of Star Wanderer.
I barely know her.
Oh, for God's
That's
sake.
my name.
I hardly even know her is the Monday's version of it's 4:30 in the afternoon.
Nah, we still do the it's 4:30 bit though as well.
Anyway,
You're never safe.
Yeah, I ended it by saying that's Budge's name,
yes,
and then we cut to black.
yes.
I'll help you out. Also, try and envision it's about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, hold on.
It's not.
We did ask that.
It's
We
not.
did
It's,
clarify that yesterday.
I think it's like I think it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes.
Yeah.
There's some stars.
This is the middle of the night, guys. What the fuck?
Yep.
Hey, Budgery, where are you? It's so dark all of a sudden.
No, there's a. You do have a
Oh, you got a
campfire.
Oh, Budgery, it's light again. I can see you.
Do you not have dark vision?
And I'm glowing green.
Yeah.
Oh my god, everything's so bright and colourful. I've never noticed it before.
Basically,
It's almost like Tegan's just painting the scene.
it is almost like Budge put you down on your bedroll, healed your dumbass, and then you guys had a conversation, and he leaned into you and said, "That's Budge's name." That is exactly where it is. Like Budge is in your face.
Mm-hmm.
But Budgery, your name is Budge.
Yeah, Budge thought that too. But now Budge is remembering that Budge has another name.
Like, as in it's on your birth certificate? Or...
I don't know, man. Budge can't read.
I thought you could
I
read.
can. I
thought you couldn't count.
It's a gag.
Budge is goofing.
Yeah, no. Budge just forgot he had a name. Apparently. Don't know what it means. I've never really walked on stars, as far as Budge can remember.
I don't think it's like a literal thing. I don't think you actually had to walk on the stars to get it.
No, that's what it said.
Like, fair call.
Did your new friends say anything else?
My new friend said Kevin's a time traveller.
So cool.
It was very intense. I've also lost the accent, so we're just copping this for tonight.
Brother, we're used to it. We're 12 seconds in.
For your reference,
You're telling me...
for your reference, Cal, it's slightly British.
Tip top, tippity top. Well, what's all this?
You gotta have an entry phrase
Listen,
to
Budgery.
just get you into it.
My entry phrase was well, honestly.
Yeah.
I was using honestly to throw off a lot.
Yeah.
But what else did I learn about Kevin? He was a bit of a time traveller.
It's almost like you could have taken notes.
It is, but now I'm just sort of monologuing to myself. I'm doing some other notes. Kevin's a time traveller. Stephen is keeping him as a pet.
Steve, not Stephen. Stephen
Well,
is
no,
someone-
we're officially friends. It's Stefan, if you will.
It is not Stefan.
Oh, well, I believe he told me Stefan, so fight me.
He did not. He spelt out his name for you.
Yeah, I know, and it's spelled Stefan.
Did he say anything else specifically about the Star Wanderer?
Well, you see, Budge, it felt like almost a week ago that I was first hearing this story of the Star Wanderer.
It has been a long night. You almost died again.
Yes, that does make time really slow down, doesn't it? And then speed back up.
Oh my god, Kevin's controlling the night.
Oh my god, you're right. But Kevin did ask me not to say anything about this at the moment, but, you know...
You just said everything about it.
Yes, but that is because you are my best friend, Budge, and you asked me to be more honest with you.
Yeah, about yourself.
Okay, well then I won't tell you secrets about everyone then.
They're gonna hate you.
Oh, well, you as a wise foxman once said, you get that on the big jobs.
Fair enough.
And technically he hasn't said it yet, so does that mean
Sorry,
it
as a
doesn't
wise
exist?
foxman once will say, you get that on the big jobs.
Sorry, I thought I was the time traveler.
As a wise
gimmick
foxman
infringement.
once said to a time traveler, you get that on the big jobs.
Ah!
This joke is going over Budge's head. Hey, when everyone wakes up, Budge should probably talk to everyone about something. But until then, hey, you get some sleep, almost dead boy.
The worst part is everybody else in the party is actually well rested.
Yeah, we're all arrested except Hudson.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of Hudson.
He's already sleeping.
Cal and Budge, you can see Doc and Kevin sitting across the campsite, shrouded in the light of the campfire. Doc throwing a shadow onto the basalt stone walls that surround you, cutting a lone figure.
But not Kevin.
It's strangely only one shadow.
I'm also in the process of stabbing him in the finger.
Oh yeah, okay. Did we have that last time where you had
Yes,
stabbed me, or
you have already stabbed him. You do know that he bleeds. Apparently, the cosmos.
Yep.
He got the void. What was it? Hemorrhoids.
Let's not. Nope. Hate that. Hate that.
The void. I didn't make it up. I think it was Steve.
Yeah, that's my handiwork.
Hate it.
You want to avoid him.
Jesus.
Avoid Kev. Or avoid him.
Avoid him.
Yeah, so you guys will see Doc like stabbing his finger, examining his maybe blood.
His contents, we'll call it.
Sort of,
Oh, I don't
you know, we're
like
just
that.
conversing.
I'm trying to remember where we left off with conversing. I think I was just before we had left. I told you that I had made a deal, which you said you had heard, like you heard part of it, and I don't remember the exact.
I had heard. We're in this together now, friend, or something like that.
Yeah. So we're in this together, friends, and then I said nothing. I don't remember. I know I agreed to it, but I don't specifically remember what I said.
So as I'm pricking your, blood and examining it, Doc will ask. So, what was that voice that I heard? What was that about?
I don't exactly know what it was. I know it was in the void, and it had been there a long time, and it was alone.
You sure you were in the void? You weren't having some sort of dream?
Well, he told me I was in limbo.
Bed.
Alright, so this happened while you were asleep. But I did hear the voice when you were sort of
Well, that's
coming
what
back.
makes me think it wasn't a dream.
Yeah, but you were sort of in the process of coming back, so it's happened in transit or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it was like a lost child. By himself.
There was a child in there?
That's who it was. It was a child.
I have let me just double check if I have proficiency in religion here.
I should hope you do as a cleric.
I do. I do. And I think I particularly chose that because I was like, oh, I probably should. Even though no one like I don't we'll use it that often, but
which
no,
is
I'll
terrible,
probably
Scotty.
we're using it now.
Which is terrible, Scotty, since you alone have the most knowledge of all of the theology of this world.
Yeah, but I mean, like my character does. Anyway, I have proficiency, but it's still bad. Let me say that. I'm not a very wise cleric. Yeah, Kevin, I do think that some beings may often present themselves as childlike figures, so perhaps it was not actually a child.
Demon?
What do you think it was, Doc?
I don't know. I mean, let me think. Have I heard of any beings in the void? Oh wait,
Roll a religion.
I'll just roll a religion check. Yeah, so I'll just see what happens. 15? Anything?
Within your own sacred
Beings in the void.
Yes.
There are no beings in the void?
Yes. You
Only
have heard
peas.
of several, actually. There is reference to a serpent, but most of the information about him is redacted. There is also, as a transient place, you do know that there are a number of entities that do exist in here. Entities known as skein witches usually traverse through here. Nightmares can traverse through here. As well as lost souls, shadow spirits, shadows in general. So this is kind of the transient place between the living and the dead where the dead can reach through with messages on their way through to wherever they're going. But in addition, this is like the next step from the astral sea. So the astral sea, and then this is just beyond the horizon of the astral sea. So it is more on the dead side of the whole spectrum than the living. So
Was this child like a shadowy figure or something like that?
I could, sorry, just out of character, I could see him, couldn't I? Like I got a full like image of his face, and like he.
Yeah. So the void itself was black, but he was like the blackest black that's been copyrighted by a dude. You know, so he still cast a kind of silhouette even in the darkness. The only reason you could kind of start to make out pale features, humanoid features and things like this, was it was almost like you were looking through a smoky mirror at yourself, but it's because your cloak had been reflecting starlight onto a surface, essentially, onto a, like, whatever the entity was. So you could see bits and pieces.
Yeah, he was pretty shadowy, Doc. I think Cal got an okay look at him though.
But why would Cal be looking at him? Is that what he was doing before?
Yeah, when he connected with me, that's what he found.
Oh. I didn't realize that's what he was doing.
Still the same stuff.
With the context, what else would he be doing?
I don't know. He's probably using you as a battery or something, same as he does with Budge.
Objection. Hearsay.
I want to. Can I recall? Did Kevin have his shadow before Cal messed with him?
Roll me
Now it's my
roll me a
fault.
perception to see if you remember.
Perception.
What the fuck? What is this scapegoat?
You don't really
bullshit?
recall. You didn't look.
So, did Cal take your shadow, or was it this child? Because
I have as much information on that as
right
you
now,
do,
Steve?
Doc.
Oh, this guy's from another dimension, but he's still the fucking shadow. Piece
Hey,
of
at this
shit.
point, when you die next time, we're bringing you back as a rabbit because you are sure as hell the Duracell bunny.
The battery boy. Yeah, I mean, my hypothesis would probably be that your shadow is probably still in the void. I would imagine.
Pockets. You said
Oh,
pocket?
I would love some Hot Pockets right now. Yeah, well,
What
are
does my
you
shadow
okay?
being in the void mean for me?
Well, you're probably half there, half here.
Alright.
1 foot in each, sort of thing.
Wow, 1 foot in the grave. I'm familiar with that.
Well, I mean, you're clearly dead, but you're also not dead. So
Roll a
all my
con save.
tests say that you're dead. And look at your blood. You got the. Did you see your blood? Did you look at it?
I saw it. Unfortunately, I did
Yeah.
notice my blood.
Roll sanity, okay? On that blood.
We're going back to Cthulhu.
We're not bringing back Cthulhu, not at this point.
I mean, is Kevin not going insane now?
Don't know.
Kev's having a good time.
I'm having a great time. I got a new friend.
You're clearly anchored in the void still. You didn't completely come back, but hey, we got most of you, so that's not too bad.
I'm feeling pretty good. So
He's okay. Come around here.
must be alright.
Just
His resurrection is pretty much P's get degrees.
yeah, that's true. Should we inform the others, or should we talk to Cal about what his experience was, perhaps?
I think we should gather all the facts and then go from there. Because we still don't know what this is. Like,
How do you propose we do that?
well, what did Cal see? Does he have any more information? I don't know what Cal saw.
back in.
All right. Well, what if we get
Cal
dressed
back
and in the
in.
morning, in the morning when everyone's awake, instead of 4:30 in the morning, as it is now,
It's 2 o'clock.
we can.
Now, this
Look at
conversation's
the
been going on
position-
for 2.5 hours.
The position of the stars and the moon right now tell me it's 4:30.
No, I rolled a 5 on my phone.
I don't have a
know.
watch, so I think it's 4:30. Anyway, we wait for the morning and let's get everyone together in the daylight and talk about it. I feel like this is a thing that everyone should.
I feel
Way
like
on.
after Hudson's like sufficiently slept, it's gonna be like 6 o'clock the next afternoon.
It'll be 10 a.m.
It'll be 4:30 p.m. Okay.
It's always 4:30 p.m. somewhere.
Alright, so we're
8
getting some rest,
a.m.
then we're
8
gonna stop
a.m.
there in the
Hudson
morning.
should be waking up if he wants an adequate amount. Well, technically, no, he
That's
doesn't
fair.
have to sleep 8 hours of sleep. He actually only
He has to
needs
sleep
6
6 hours.
So it's still, so about 6 a.m. You guys can actually get moving if you want to.
Alright, well, we'll get some rest and we'll talk about it in the morning.
Okay, so the rest of you sit down to enjoy your evening, to write notes in journals and things like this, reminisce
I'll say,
through your memories.
Cal, you should roll a perception, by the way. Ty.
Roll a perception.
Yes.
Let me not see anything.
Yeah.
I can't see shit.
Well, if you're settling down to bed, you will notice that Doc is kind of giving you the side eye. Just watching you.
I do.
He settles down into bed and goes to sleep again.
I sleep facing Doc.
I guess I'll keep watch.
You had a rest already, didn't you, Budge?
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Budge said he would keep watch last time.
I said the first watch sesh.
Oh yeah, you were like, I'll take it, and Hudson's like, no me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he took 2.
Actually, I think I've already had my full 4 hours rest as well.
Everyone
I
has
think-
except Hudson.
We could
I don't even know
leave
why I'm
now.
going back to bed.
We could leave now if Hudson had rested from the start.
Damn, Hudson. Huh?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Every time the
Ty, send me
screen-
a picture of your hand. I'll read your palm.
Thanks, buddy. Every time the screen stutters for a second, I like unlock my phone. I'm like checking the Wi-Fi connection. I'm like, Why are you just beeping the horn? What the fuck is wrong with this fucking town at the moment? Fucking idiot.
Rubber.
Sorry, that's me outside just beeping a horn.
That's
Right,
Nash's
do we want to go through while Tegan's getting prepared? We can have the budge talk in the morning.
Oh, I thought I. Yeah, Budge needs time to work up to this.
Take a
Well,
serious
while Teagues is doing that, I'll ask Stephen then. Oh, rude.
Just message me, dude.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen, do you think Blaine has left any autism for anyone else in the world?
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think you can ask that.
Because he was like in the group chat, because he is actually like autistic. He's like, I'm going to take up all the autism for a moment, and then proceeds to just spew the most nonsensical thing. And then he just expects us all to reply, but none of us know how to reply. So like 8 of us have just left him on scene.
Maybe DM me those ones next time, Chief.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. No one's gonna take it offline, boss.
There's fucking nothing that can be done about that. That's in no way, shape, or form been harmful to anyone.
Someone will find a way.
Me.
Okay, so
At me, see if I care.
for those, you know what? Send all of your inquiries his way. Don't bring
To
them to me.
uzumeka@gmail.com.
Send it all to Uzu.
So, as you guys spend your night resting, and some of you go back to sleep to actually enjoy some blessed sleep-in time / trance-like experiences, Doc, your mind wanders.
Me.
Yes, it is you. Funny that. Your mind wanders through fields of flowing purple. Just watching Ty with his dog, sorry. Watching. What? Your mind wanders through fields of flowing purple grass, trees that seem to be made of pink cotton candy. There are glowing lights as small spirits flitter around the place. As you walk through this forest, you find yourself in the center of a circle of tombstones. At the tombstone directly opposite you, it is the largest of these 9 tombstones, and sitting atop it is a carved statue of a shrouded figure. Curved over its head is a large scythe. Directly in front of it, a skeletal, as its cloak comes out, you see that its stone hand is held out, and hanging from it appears to be a lantern of some description. This skeletal hand holding forth what appears to be some form of black... Hi, Red Pups! Nash is getting love. Holds out some form of iron lantern. There is no light to it. It is completely dim within. Roll me a perception as you're doing this, actually.
Perception. Okay.
Doc,
22.
as you're looking over this figure, the thing that stands out to you, the tombstone that this particular figure is ensconced upon, your eyes follow its curling robes down to frame the name on the tombstone. It is your name.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Ruh-roh.
As you immediately set yourself on fire.
Well, I am going to light a sacred flame in my palm and see if I can use it to light the lantern. I'm just messing with it.
Okay. As you go to bring the flame closer to the lantern. You watch as your hand gets closer to it as it starts to gutter and sputter and choke, dimming as you pull it closer and closer to whatever this thing is.
The lantern?
Yes.
Alright, I'll try to prestidigitize and light it that way.
Roll me wisdom. A wisdom save. Okay.
What's that face?
You hold out your hand and start to cast your magic. Are you using your cleric magic or your sorcerer?
Well, the cleric magic would have been the sacred flame, but this is a sorcerer spell.
And what type
this is coming from
sorcerer origin do you have again?
Clockwork Soul.
Okay.
So it's about the order of the universe, essentially.
I know, don't
when character sheet.
When all of you kind of start to I love the fact that watching all of your faces as you start to realize like little bits and pieces how much that you guys didn't talk to each other when you built your characters, and yet you've built really interesting connections with each other.
It was that and the Homer's head exploding gif that Clint posted, to be honest. Because I'm suspecting that's going to be Doc in about 4 seconds.
No. Doc, you cast out your magic and you hear in the back of your skull the ticking over of a clock mechanism. You don't realize you're holding your breath, breathing in and out with every time you hear the tick, tick, tick. Until that moment that you realize that you're holding your breath as well. And that time between the ticks is getting longer and longer as you are forcing your power further and further into the flame. There is the tiniest little hint of a green flame trying to light in this lantern as you hear that ticking getting slower and slower. And the only reason it becomes relevant to you is you realize that in holding your breath, that time has elapsed to the point that your lungs are now starting to burn because you actually need to breathe in again.
Does the lantern actually light, or is it sort of sputtering still?
It has the tiniest amount of green light in it, almost like you've managed to light a wick, but whatever is within that lantern is actually drowning it out, like it's filled with too much wax or something.
I will let the power go for now and watch to see what happens to the flame.
The flame within, it flickers and continues to just burn this tiny glowing green ember within.
Paying my respects to myself. And I tip my hat at my grave, Doc, and I walk away.
As you turn and walk away, you hear the grinding of stone.
I will stop and just sort of like shake my head. I'll turn back and look what is happening.
As you turn back, the shrouded figure with the scythe is now 2 hands on the scythe, holding it to its chest. And as you turn, your feet kick the lantern that is now at your feet.
I ain't picking that up. I blast the statue with a firebolt.
Okay. As your flame connects with the statue, you jolt awake, the oppressive heat of the desert already warming your face.
Bloody dreams. Alright, I get up and go for a walk. Just to clear my head.
Okay. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning for the rest of you.
Yeah, so Cal said I think he fell asleep looking towards Doc. I don't know if he notices Doc walk off, but if you're asleep or awake, but you may or may not notice, depending on what you're doing.
I feel like I'd see you get up because, like, I've had my sleep. At this point, it's just a pastime. I'm not really fully asleep.
My guy, you almost died again after your last sleep. Have another.
What color is he? What season is he now, Cal?
I believe you rolled winter.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, that's why he's lying in bed then. Still,
I'm a sad sausage.
he's like, I don't want to get up.
A boo-hoo.
The world is nothing but pain.
Where are you?
He starts a band.
I just like the fact Doc walks away and Cal's just like, where are you?
I'm so
Oh, the
sorry.
fact that Steve almost choked on his babe.
You know how to tickle me.
Hey,
So-
yo, say less.
Pretty
So-
shitty 2000s pop punk music.
Doc,
Shitty.
Doc, you walk away into the
It's
desert.
shitty, but it's my shitty.
Sorry, go on.
I do. She just said I walk away into the desert, so that's it.
I'm walking away from the trouble in my life.
I like it that you're
I'm gonna
like,
say, even though Budge is on watch, he doesn't need to roll because he doesn't say shit. He's the most
What?
useless person to be
I
on
was gonna
watch.
say, Doc's
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
Cal, you may or may not notice it. I'm like, Kevin and Budge are probably both awake as well, but cool.
Oh, sorry. I just said that because I knew that he was facing me, but
Well,
I'm not
Budge-
being stealthy. I'm just walking.
Yeah, because he's not being stealthy. But you would see Doc start awake, mutter something to himself, pick up his hat, and wander out into the desert with his poncho.
And put on his shoes, probably. I don't think he went in the fluffy socks.
No, he put his shoes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get sandal through those.
Tip the snake out of his boots.
There's a snake in my boot. Pick him up, you dodger.
I'm just going on record. Kevin's doing nothing about Doc leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one.
I'm not expecting anyone to. I'm
Budge
going
is
for a
just gonna
walk.
go.
You go for a walk.
Next
Okay.
scene.
Are you?
Get
He
a
just has to
photo
go,
of him
like, to
down
me,
the
like, he just
spider.
has to go for a walk. I'm like, good on you, bud.
Okay. You
Enjoy
allow.
your pee.
Do we think it's time
We've done
to
it
wake
again.
Hudson? Do we think it's time to wake Hudson up?
No, it's 4 a.m. We still need to wait 2 hours.
Oh my god.
So we wait the 2 hours and wake up Hudson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Hudson's awake. Is Doc back by 2 hours, or is he perma fucked off?
2 hours. He'll be back around that. Like he'll take probably about an hour and a half or something, and then
Okay, so he'll
Yeah.
be back for 30
Did he
minutes.
go for an hour and a half?
He just
He
left the
stokes the
campaign.
fire, surely.
he had to drain the snake and all that jazz.
Takes you that long? Impressive.
For an hour and a
Strangled
half?
the snake.
So, hey, did you not see the barrel of water Budge has been carting around?
I don't think anyone's
There
been
is
drinking from that the
no
last couple
fucking
days.
way that Doc has been drinking dead Kevin soup.
No, that got absorbed. That's been gone.
That's all right.
Anywho,
Just right-
everyone's awake, and I believe
It's
Budge
gone
had a
apart.
conversation
It is
with
gone apart from the 2 flasks
No,
that Kevin and Cal possess.
We don't bring those up because they'll come in later. When Kevin and Cal's suicide pact gets enacted.
That's not going to happen. Anyway,
That's not gonna happen.
It's my
Not
world,
allowed.
I'll do what I want.
you can unalive yourself however you like. We just don't use the S word here.
Well,
Okay.
Sarcasm.
this is when Kevin realizes he'll never die.
Yeah. So, Doc eventually wanders back into camp as Hudson, the smell of slightly cooking bacon
Where the fuck did we get bacon?
from the village you
shop,
just
obviously.
left.
Yeah.
Oh.
They gave you supplies.
Yeah, I believe they were like, here's a muesli bar, get the fuck out and don't come back.
Doc throws a big python on the fire. I just had to drain this snake of all its blood. And...
Oh god, they don't pay him for his good looks.
Oh god.
Fuck, he deserves a bonus.
Random shit.
Okay, so you're cooking up.
Ain't as good as the bacon, but it'll do.
Yeah, you're cooking up some meat. You found some strange scrubbed. You found some scrubbed turkey eggs.
Oh.
Snake bacon.
Snake bacon and scrubbed turkey eggs. Yep.
Snaking. Yep, definitely snaking.
However, Hudson, you come awake. The smell of bacon and eggs tingling your little nostrils.
Licking his lips, if he had some.
I was about to say.
He doesn't have any lips.
He's got a beak.
Look at this dude. He ain't got any lips.
Does Hudson, when he drinks water, does he do the thing like that bird that like... You know what I mean?
No, that's after a few meads.
Ah, okay. As he learnt the other day in Ember's Den.
The one time he shrunk me.
Does Hudson have any Leonin quirks? Like bodily posture and stuff?
He has picked up a few of their traits and that sort of things.
Care to provide an example on the spot?
Yeah, what do I notice?
I don't know.
He speaks in a bad Kiwi accent.
No, that's a drow.
I thought they were Aussies.
Aussies and New Zealanders are close enough.
Nope.
It was a bad Eminem joke, alright?
Anyway, continue.
Oh, dude, my
Yes,
favorite,
I know
my
Eminem.
favorite character, Eminem.
That's not my name.
Eminem.
Continue.
We're off the rails tonight.
Yeah, so Clint, what do we notice? I mean, Hudson.
He was just going to be stretching. A few exercises.
I noticed, Hudson, you tend to pounce more like a cat than a bird.
That's because he's not a bird. He's already told you that.
Yeah, I'm one of them, Ara what? Something. Apparently.
Aarakocra.
Watch your profanity.
You know, back in the Feywild, I have heard that there are a lot of your kind.
Really?
Aarakocras.
Yeah. Cal, aren't there Aarakocrans back where you're from?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Do they look like Hudson?
I mean, not all of them.
This snake bacon's really good.
Am I from the Feywild?
I mean, there are Aarakocrans from here as well, aren't there?
There are.
Yeah. I'm just more familiar with the Feywild because that's where the Shada Kai, some of them, have spent some time as well. Have you ever been, Hudson?
I don't think so.
Cal, you can roll me a history. See what you remember.
Oh, I love that. Oh, it's not a lot. I tell you that. Oh, it's a little bit.
It's a little bit.
That's not bad.
Decent. You do know that there are a number of Aarakocra in the Feywild, depending on which court you pertain to. Everything from the tiny hummingbird Aarakocra that live in the spring courts, the cassowary Aarakocra, and the ibis Aarakocra from the summer courts.
Wait. There's bin chicken Aarakocras?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god. What's the time to be alive?
There's also penguin Aarakocra, both fairy and
You're not
Arctic.
allowed to call them that anymore.
What are they called now?
They're called little penguins, apparently.
Well, technically, if you want me to get really, really technical, the actual term for the Aarakocra, the Auk Aarakocra, like the great Auk.
Auk.
Yep. However, you do know that from up above the upper reaches of Yggdrasil itself, the World Tree, there are populations of hawk Aarakocra, very similar to Hudson.
I almost asked if Hudson was an eagle-flavored Aarakocra, and I'm like, that's a fucking dumb question. His name is Hudson Hawk.
You know the worst part, Kev, while you're explaining that, I'm like, was that a dumb question?
Fucking it's in the name.
But that just makes you wonder, where did he get the name? Like, who named him that as well? Did someone just like, he looks like a hawk?
It was
written on the box. I came in.
Oh,
You came in a box.
your name. Yeah, he has mentioned that before. Yeah.
I think
he's never mentioned it to Cal.
I think they were my parents. They put me in a box because there was a storm or something.
And then
They put you in a box.
They put you in a box and then let you out, or they put you in a box and did something.
I think they were trying to help me. They put me in a box, and then the next thing I know, no, it's a box.
Yeah, and what was next, or what happened?
Yeah, I washed up on the beach.
Oh, it was the beach. Oh, yeah, and Kevin was in
Very
an orphanage.
small beach of an oasis.
Kevin, wait, what was Kevin?
Is Kevin in an orphanage?
Yeah, Kevin was.
I feel like I remember that we did have that time when we were asking where we all came from. And you guys remember that I have parents.
Fudgery.
Don't rub it in their face.
The D&D distinction of I have parents. It's just such a flex.
Fudgery, we're real
very unusual,
aren't we?
I don't like my parents that much, though, so that's...
Oh, I have parents, but I hate them.
Not like.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you guys have never played D&D before, but you've very quickly picked up that the common facilitator here for all adventurers is dead parents.
Wait, Cal, do you have parents, or are they also not with us anymore?
Parents.
Oh, they're alive?
Fucking say it like that, Cal. Like everyone's got parents, dude. Come on.
I mean, Budge doesn't have parents. Budge doesn't have parents.
Budge might.
Oh,
wait, Hudson
has
three
parents, so maybe you can share with the others.
Can I have one, Hudson? Do you need three? You got a spare parent going?
Kevin, Budge will be your daddy.
No! Put it back!
Put it back!
I do!
In Hudson's box.
That thing, back where it came from, also help me.
Alright, what were you going to say, Hudson?
Let's get back on track, guys!
That's too exciting.
This is in character.
Yeah, what? Telescopic? What?
I don't think that's a Word doc that describes a parent.
Oh, I'm hearing things.
His parents are telescopes.
No.
Fudgery. Are your parents telescopes?
How old were you? Oh, Budge is really going hard eating those rocks today.
I was,
smashing the beers.
Budge is in some kind of way.
I think I was 1.
Yeah, and now you're like 3, right?
I'm 3 now. Yes.
I am.
He knows his numbers. This is good. You can teach that to Budge.
4 of us.
So you can teach
Someone is at the doorbell.
Oh my god.
Someone's at the doorbell.
Oh my
okay.
god.
What do you mean someone's at the doorbell? Not at the door, at the doorbell specifically.
Kind of creepy. And someone appears behind you. Someone is at your back door. Someone's at the window.
Tapping.
Someone's in the roof. Alright, we really need to fucking cut this out.
Focus, yeah.
This is bad. Someone's gonna die again. I can feel it in the air. I'm having too much of a good time at the start.
Just so T's can have streamlined content, she's gonna kill one of us up.
Alright, Hudson's got 3 parents. Why is that a thing?
And how can you remember that?
I remember 2 of them, and then they put me in a box, and then my new mum found me in the box.
And did she take you out of the box, or?
Yes, she
How would he
did.
be here?
Oh, all right.
Well, that tickled Cal.
Oh, Kevin, you're too funny. Did you take him?
What? What did I do?
It was Scotty that said that.
No, Scotty was
It was me.
Scotty was like, did they take you out of the box? And Kev was like, we'll do it. How many been It was just the deadpan delivery of the retort.
It's just a very interesting story. That's all.
Yeah,
You know, you belonged in one place, but now you happen to be with another pair.
Yeah, I was raised by the tribe. Well, by my mum.
All right. So this
Mostly.
is your Leonin mom.
Yeah.
All right. And your other parents were, I presume, Aarakocra? Like bird people?
Their face looked like mine, so I suppose.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to double check. All right. Interesting.
Double check what exactly.
That they weren't a third mystery race.
But
Do you
I don't know.
how babies work, Doc.
I don't.
Okay, so you weren't like sold to them. You were being protected by the sounds of it.
No, I just remember there was like thunder, lightning.
Very
And-
frightening.
I was very scared, and yeah, they
Galileo?
put me in the box with my jacket, my hat, and my goggles.
Were they flying through the storm? Because most storms aren't that bad that you have to give up
were-
your children.
We were on a ship, but I think it was in the air.
Oh. There's flying. I have never been on an airship before.
But I don't remember a lot.
Sorry, kid, storm's too bad. Gotta go.
Gotta go out to buy some umbrellas.
That one time that my parents went to buy an umbrella, they never came back.
We need to get rid of some ballast.
I do have to question. I do have to like side note for a second here. Do we need to take a quick break so you guys can let the sillies out?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we're done. I want you to know I'm operating off like 3 hours sleep.
Give us half an hour. We'll see if we settle down.
I am wrecked.
So,
Anywho, okay.
Someone else can talk. I'm
So-
done. I can't stop.
Yeah, so they raised me.
The lions.
Yeah.
Leonins.
Calling them lions is slightly racist. Just saying.
no, it's not.
God, come on, you can't sidebar immediately. You're like, I'm not going to talk anymore because I'm sidebarring, and instantly with the ties racist bit. It's been 4 seconds, dude.
Oh, look, I'm going to interject with my own little sidebar here just about the Saturday game. Just for you, Ty, you're really going to appreciate this. So, we've obviously assumed at this point that Blake is racist.
Clearly.
It's okay. Last session, we found out that Crisis is misogynistic. So,
The Bigot Brothers.
So here's a little fun fact for you, Kevin. Did you know Kevin believes in genocide? He's like, what?
I do believe in genocide. It definitely happens. I'm not a genocide denier. That would be pretty fucked up, Ty. What are you trying to say about yourself, Chief?
Like, it's just like, oh, this is just a little fun fact. Hudson's a Trump supporter. You're just like, wait, what?
He is not.
When did I write this in the story?
okay. So, with that little sidebar. So, Hudson is talking.
Himself?
Hudson has told you that the Leonin have raised him.
Yep.
Yep. And that's exactly where we left off.
Yes, it is.
With no tangents. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Is
So,
that a problem?
I mean, it's not a problem, but do you find it... Was it hard growing up like that?
No, I don't think so. It's just what we did.
No, that's fair enough. I was just curious. You have a completely different anatomy to a lion person. I just assumed it would be a little bit difficult for you.
They did treat me a little bit different. Especially the time I hit. Anyway,
Well, no, you can't just tease me with that. It's the time you hit what?
When I was sparring. And I used my talons.
Well, I mean, they have claws. It's only fair game, I guess.
I opened him up pretty bad.
Oh, that's because you're the strongest.
I didn't like it.
Oh, you know what they say with, great power comes great responsibility.
And that's why I don't use them anymore.
Would you use them if you had to? Like, life or death?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't like killing.
Hudson, it's not often Budge gets to say this, but he knows exactly what you mean. When Budge was being raised by the fish, he had a very good friend, who he one day accidentally stepped on and killed. That's why Budge just wants to protect people now, to make up for accidentally killing his best fish friend Gregory.
Why are you laughing? The deadpan, just straight up, not the context, not anything. I had a friend that I stepped on and killed, and that's it. There's nothing else.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It started. I was like, oh my god! It was like a brain blast. I was I know where this story's going.
No, the worst part is this was exactly listening to a story told to you by a 4-year-old.
I was trying to be nice.
No.
Trying to let Hudson know he's not alone.
No, I like it. I like it, bud.
No, it was sweet, but it's just the delivery was so perfect. I swear it was a bit. There's no way it wasn't a bit.
I think we were all waiting. I think we were all waiting for the punchline.
It's genuinely been part of my backstory from the very start.
I'm aware of that, but the delivery of it is like the best.
It's so good.
As soon as you started, Steve, I remembered reading that part of Deep Bud's lore, and I was like, oh my god.
I remember when you were like,
anyway.
Okay.
Alright, let them connect. Let them connect.
Hudson, what Budge is trying to say is, sometimes these bad things happen, and you can't quite help it. But Budge still has to use his fate, so you can only try to make up for what's happened in the past.
Similarly, Budge, when Kevin died, you could learn some lessons from yourself there. That you can
way to make it about Kevin.
No, this is about you, that you can still have friends that you can protect.
Why are you bringing it back to you being dead? I feel like that's
Because I want Budge to still make friends. I'm really worried about him making acquaintances.
I get that, but isn't it Doc's job to remind us that we died that one time over and over and over?
I only mentioned it 2 times yesterday on the day
in all fairness,
we actually
I've
died.
mentioned it 4 times, and it's only been about 26 hours. So.
Yeah, it just happened.
So you really died?
Do you want to tell him the bad news, Doc?
My diagnosis is that he is still dead, but I'm not a real doctor, so we should probably get you examined.
He's still talking.
What do you mean you're not a real doctor?
I mean, that's just my name. I don't have any qualification.
The biggest revelation to Cal is that he's not a real doctor.
This doesn't
Not
make
that
sense
Kevin's dead.
I already knew Kevin was dead.
Just.
I based my character off the end of Brooklyn Nine-Nine when they say not a doctor, and that's how I got Doc Holloway.
No, but Doc, you're not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. All right.
Kevin's not dead.
He's not alive either. He's undead.
Yeah, he is, and I poke him. Did that hurt?
It feels cold when you do.
Is there still any shadows at this time of morning? Early morning?
Unless the sun has stopped producing light to create shadows, then yes, the group has shadows.
Okay.
Even me has a shadow, apart from Kevin.
Wait, does me have a shadow when he's in my hood? So you can just see me's shadow?
Yes.
What?
That's fucking creepy.
That's not quite how that works. Light has to pass through, and he's not translucent.
But the light
Light
was
is
passing through me,
clearly
presumably,
passing
because
through
you can
Kevin.
see past his shadow.
Yeah.
There's no
Alright.
shadow there because the light's going through him.
I'll point at the lack of
Well,
shadow.
no,
and I'll
I
say,
mean-
Exhibit A, Kevin's lack of shadow.
You've lost your shadow?
I have lost my shadow.
Was it back there?
No.
Do we need to go back and get it?
We can't go back to get it, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And also do you want to tell him about your condition? Inside you?
Which condition?
The blood.
Oh, yeah. Well, my blood is a bit... The wound wouldn't have closed up, would it?
No, it's closed up. The same.
It was
way
just a
that
skin prick.
Yeah.
Like, I thought my wounds just took forever to close or something.
No.
No,
You,
okay.
you heal like anybody else.
Do I feel pain?
Yes.
Okay. I was just gonna, stab my finger.
You're
I
not
don't wanna
numb
do that.
inside. Just jeez.
Well, we don't
Just
know.
dead.
I'm trying to figure out, if I couldn't feel pain, then I would, show him my blood. But if I can feel pain, I wouldn't do that to myself. That's gross.
Yeah. No, you can
All
still
right.
feel pain.
Give me a hand, Kevin.
Oh, no. That scares me. I'll
I
reluctantly
grab his
give you my
hand. I grab it when he gives me a hand. I grab it and I'll do a slice across his palm.
Oh, no. We're going through
Just a quick one.
Jesus Christ, Budgery, what the fuck is going on here?
Check it.
You watch
Hold it out.
as this black, inky liquid that seems to have little pinpricks of light all in it starts to seep from Kevin's wound.
Now, like I said, I ain't no doctor, but his blood was red before he died.
Well, are you sure about that?
But maybe he's become special like his cloak.
Yeah, it's some kind of extra ability or
Oh, and Hudson.
something.
I'll walk over to him.
Are you a superhero?
I knew it! I knew where this was going! I'm gonna tell Hudson yes.
Oh my god! I just realised which one you think he is too.
The Power Rangers are forming, boys.
Oh yeah.
You gotta fill us in. Who are we?
Okay,
Who am I?
so far Cal is the Scarlet Scorpion
Scorpion and Icewing.
and Icewing, and
Well-
you are clearly Starbright, Kevin.
Right, that's awesome.
Too bad the Star Wanderer didn't get that name.
How did you even?
It was out of character. I swear.
Budge's eyes go red. He goes, "How
Say
did
no
you?"
to me, please.
Budge's eyes go red. He looks at you. How did you hear that name? As his arm turns
buddy.
into a giant axe and he murders you all.
He comes out of the screen after Scott.
Hope not.
Alright, does anyone else have any earth-shattering news to deliver to everybody before we make our way to Ember's Den?
Yeah. So, yeah, look, Budge has been holding on to this for a while, and it's probably about time he let all of you know. So, you guys may have noticed Budge doesn't really look like a fish, right?
I've had that inkling.
So, because Budge isn't a fish, Budge doesn't know if many of you guys have heard of things called Warforged before.
Seen a couple.
Yeah.
So, that's Budge. Budge doesn't really know how he was made, or what Budge was before. Maybe he was a fish, maybe not, I don't know. But, look, Budge doesn't really like what the Warforged stand for, so when the fish adopted him, he kind of just accepted that as his life now, and just didn't want the mantle of something negative. Budge wants to protect, not kill.
I'm gonna just act as shocked as I possibly could.
We're very shocked.
I'm like, oh my god, but
Yeah, I know, it's pretty hard to believe.
Budge, roll me an insight with Kevin's performance.
see if you believe me or not. I'm shocked.
I was willing to just believe.
He does not
No,
believe.
the nat 20.
Not for a second.
You know what, Budge? As you're saying this, you're watching, and Kevin's like, he acts shocked, and it's a really, really good performance that you actually, for a moment, think that he totally believes you, and then you see a flicker of just a moment of something cross his face. That
Wait a minute.
he's clearly not surprised by this news.
You knew.
I'd like to point out, Cal has not once, even played into this in this conversation. Cal's just like,
Wait, did everyone know?
Yeah, I'll drop the facade.
I mean, it's
the what? The facade.
The
facade.
The Fakasha. It's similar to how Hudson is actually an Aarakocra. Sometimes we don't know where we come from, but I mean, you can identify how you want. If you have the heart of a fish, you can be a fish. That's all right.
And Budge was so terrified of saying it.
So you're not a fish?
As much as Budge wants to be. Biologically, no. Spiritually, yes.
You're
killed for days.
Is a warforged like a crab or something?
They do have a hard shell.
All Budge really knows about the Warforged is that they're just supposed to kill everything.
I mean,
and someone made you.
Technically true, is it? They're not all designed for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Warforged in the name.
Well, some automatons might be also just like servants of a kind, I believe, but. Budge, I'm a firm believer that it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters who you choose to be. So if you choose to be Budge as you are now, then that's okay. Don't worry about where you come from.
Oh, Budge has every intention of still telling people he's a fish. He's a fish at heart, if he still has one. But,
Warforged!
Yeah.
I thought you said Warforged.
No. I wish.
He's not a sea vessel.
Oh.
Yeah, no, essentially Budge only really remembers waking up and talking to fish. Doesn't really know much before that. Like how he was made, what he was before, what he did before. I hope he did good. But Budge is trying to do good now.
Doesn't matter what you did in the past, it's how you go forward now.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, can I say, sometimes, it's helpful to know a little of your past, but it doesn't, again, have to define you. So,
oh yeah.
Where are you?
After last night, Budge is kind of thinking maybe it's time he learned what he is.
Are you okay doing that?
Well, I mean, Budge has his friends with him, so as long as you guys are around, Budge is okay.
But we still can't eat fish.
I mean, Budge would appreciate if you didn't, but
okay, just checking.
I mean, I can kind of understand. I feel like I'm understanding both Hudson and Budge a little bit better. You both have accidentally injured / killed people in the past, but have you guys?
Detail of death. You get stuck on that one quite a lot, Doc.
Well, I mean, it's one that a lot of people get stuck on, and we got to sort of acknowledge that it happened, and then also you got to forgive yourself, and that takes a lot of courage and bravery to forgive yourself. So I think both of you kind of need to find that courage for yourselves.
Hudson, we strangely have a lot in common.
Relax.
Besides for feathers.
Sorry, Budge, what'd you say?
I said we strangely have a lot in common.
We're big. Yep. Strong.
We're super cool.
Oh, definitely yes. Definitely
And-
yes.
Yeah,
One might say you're both like superheroes.
Hudson starts to stare at Budge.
Oh my fucking god.
A bronze shade.
technically, Budge is green.
No, the worst part about this, bronze goes green as it ages.
Yeah, it oxidizes and goes green.
Oh damn!
Yep.
Oh god.
This is the best bit. I love this.
And he looks at Doc.
No.
That makes you calmer.
Oh my god.
I'm traveling with heroes.
That's actually way too relevant.
Hudson, you're the real hero.
Thanks, sir. Real privilege.
Okay. Anyway, Budge just wanted to get that off his chest. Cal, sorry for not really saying it. It's not really something Budge was proud of. I know we had that whole honesty thing, and yeah, kind of lied through that, I guess.
Budge, your big secret was that you weren't a fish.
It's a pretty big secret. Like I think I pulled it off pretty well. Everyone believed me. Not a single person Budge has ever met ever doubted him when he said he's a fish.
Budge, I feel like you rolled a 20 on inside just a minute ago.
Well, I mean, besides you guys.
Oh no! Specifically, he said, "No one has doubted me when they met me, and I told them I was a fish."
Oh.
Not after they got to know him.
Budgery, I'm sure I can move past this. You know what? I've done it. I've moved past it. We've moved on.
Thank Granny.
It is all okay.
Wait, who's Granny?
Granny's Budge's god.
Okay. Your god is a grandma.
Yeah, she's sweet. The fish introduced Budge to her. Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Anyone else got any world chattering?
I would like to say that you guys had packed up your camp and were starting to get underway as you were discussing.
Yeah, we're sort of like
Okay.
walking and talking.
we're pretty good at that at this point. We need to do something to pass the time as we're walking, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've got to talk.
No, walk in
We've
silence.
got hours ahead of us, guys. We're gonna roleplay this for hours.
No, we're not.
How many hours does it take to get back to Ember's Den?
Well, you were on wagon and it took you 3 days to get there.
So you're saying we've got 3 days worth of roleplay to just chat?
Yeah.
Try 6, we're on feet.
Yeah.
Surely we walk faster than a caravan, right?
No, I think you walk at a similar speed because Budge walked the entire time.
Yep.
That is true.
Caravans go slow,
Yeah.
but we get more tired.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well, some of us looks at me and Budge, share a knowing look.
Yeah, look at
Little high five.
you look at Doc fucking having a coughing fit every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Does Doc have pills that he takes or something to help with that?
No.
No.
Okay.
Poor Donnie.
So, as you guys are walking through the desert, you are making your way in the heat. You are drinking whatever new water skins water you have in your new water skins that you had requisitioned from the people of the basalt Himalayas. But otherwise, the next few days pass relatively uneventfully.
There's one thing that happens. I pull Doc aside and I say, look, I know I promised I wouldn't really talk about your secret, but I did talk to Budge about it. I feel like the fact that we're connected I put him in harm's way, and I just wanted to be upfront and let you know that the Budge knows, and yeah.
Who are you talking to?
You.
He said Doc.
He's talking to you.
I said Doc, but I meant Kevin.
No, it's what you said to Doc now.
That ain't my secret.
Yes, and him.
Yeah, I say that to Cal. Cal, I do not know what your. Oh wait, what secret was that again? Remind me. Remind me what secret we shared. My memory isn't what it once was.
The fire in Pompeii, it was you and I sitting alone. The others fallen asleep. We shared a knowing look.
I think you're probably referring, and I don't know why you're so confused, to Kevin, who's happens to be walking just on the other side.
Literally hearing all of this.
Are you meaning Kevin?
Does he still get us mixed up?
Are you referring to how you spoke with that child?
Steve.
Excuse me? No, not Budge, the child that was inside of me still.
Oh yeah, Kevin told me his secret. When I found out he was dead.
There's a child inside all of us.
But Budge, wait, sorry. I thought I just saw Budge roll a nat 23 inside again.
Double up, baby.
Oh, it's a 1. Okay. Hold on. Continue, Cal.
No, I mean,
he got embarrassed.
I was talking to Kevin. I was just looking at you, Doc.
Oh, I got confused. You said my name.
But anyway,
right.
So I guess
I did specifically tell you not to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't get how being honest with Budge is related to you telling him things about me. Because it kind of seems like those are, you should be honest with Budge about things that happen to you, not others.
No, you don't think talking to Steve and almost dying is relevant to me, and Budge would have questions as to why I almost died again, and then I should have lied to him because that means honesty?
Did he ask? Or did you tell?
It's a fantastic question.
I can't remember the conversation a week ago, so I can't actually.
You definitely told.
Out of character, you just told him. You didn't.
Oh, did I?
He didn't ask. You just said.
Oh,
And
I
Budge,
told him.
in reference as well, Budge was like, "This isn't really relevant to me. I don't think you should be telling me this."
Oh well, shit happens. I told him. Oopsie daisies. The life goes on. I mean, the fact that Budge and I are linked, and I air quote it, sort of makes it relevant, I believe.
Whatever you say, I suppose. And I'll walk up ahead. I assume Budge is in front of us or behind us?
I'd be in front.
I'm gonna speed up past Cal and walk with Budge.
Hello.
Hey, Budge. You're clearly not happy. Yeah, I'm doing alright, buddy. How are you?
Oh, you can't fool me.
No, the 23.
No, not anymore. Hey, just quickly, only thing I'm gonna say on the matter, whole Star Wanderer thing, it's Budge's name. Thought you should know, since something's telling you about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Your business is your business.
Something's telling me about it?
Steve is talking about.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Literally.
Out of character, I didn't get the context. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's Budge's name. Let's see.
I just want to leave it at that.
Gotcha.
You can tell Budge things when you're ready.
Still a Storm champion.
2 seconds.
More than it was before.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, sorry, I had to clarify something. Because I forgot the conversation I had with him. No, okay, so when Budge says that, I'll be like, that's strange, because, the kid didn't tell me it was your name. He said it was my name.
We have the same name.
I think we have the same name.
That's so cool.
This is why we must be such good friends, Budge.
I just never had someone share the same name as him before. I doubt it'll ever happen again, though.
Right. Out of curiosity, was it your first or your last name? Do you know?
Technically,
Alan
both.
Goff looking at Hudson's jacket on the back of it is written property of.
I guess Star would be Budge's first name and Wanderer would be Budge's last name.
Okay.
Would it not be a title?
Is Cal listening in and asking this question, or is that just
Yes, this
out of
is
character?
you are like 5 feet ahead of me. This is in character.
Are you guys trying to be quiet or not?
Nah,
I guess not.
I'm definitely right there listening too. So.
yeah. It's not. It's a name. It's my last name.
Heavens.
Tegan, do I have the other context for that
What?
you've sent me?
The other context.
Well, it's because it's not like I don't know how to say it.
There is-
Hyphenated.
We'll just say I do. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Like it's a translation of my last name.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that context, right?
Yes, you have that context.
Yeah. Okay. So like, it's a translation.
A translation of what?
Oh, I'm gonna
Wait.
need the phonetics. I think
Let
it's.
Budge guess.
It's-
Go on. Budge.
Give Budge a second here.
I already know that it's not going to be the same thing because different languages are great. But go for it, please. Please.
Yog from Bugner.
No,
Excuse you?
It's Rieltfeel? that is-
Rieltfeel, yes.
Rieltfeel.
Rieltfeel.
So we do have different names. That's disappointing.
It could.
It's the same meaning though. We got meaning brothers.
Yeah. That's a funky coincidence.
Not the same to Budge.
It's not.
It,
It's not.
that whole thing about your two different species that speak different languages is nothing.
Could you perhaps have some sort of lineage that you hold some sort of position where you have this this title? It feels like more like a title than a name, as Cal was saying.
Budge,
I
roll,
don't know
not
about
Budge,
Budge.
Doc, just roll me a religion as well, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I know something about this? We'll see.
Potentially.
16.
16.
With advantage because I was helping you.
How are you helping?
He's praying.
No. This is a genuine question. That was not being
How
sarcastic.
are you help?
How
Yeah.
are you helping?
I see Doc start to remember things, and I'm like, "Hey man, let me help."
Maybe I'm like starting my train of thought, and I'm like, I feel like this term is kind of similar. I've heard it somewhere. Where have I heard it?
It's more the fact that the way Budge spoke his name, the text,
Poorly.
the way that Budge's name is spoken, you have read words in a similar script at your temple. Some of the books.
What's the language? Do I recognize language? I speak Celestial, Common,
Roll me
Elvish,
a
Undercommon.
history, because this will determine whether you recognize a language, but whether you inherently are able to read it. Because it's one you more read than speak. Nope, it gone.
So this is not Celestial.
This is not Celestial.
All my other ones are basic languages.
For a little context, just meta out of character, it's Cthuvian.
Of course. Oh, fucking course.
Reliant. Both work. Which is why poor Steve's like, it is all consonants. Good luck with that, trying to pronounce it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you can't pronounce Granny's name either.
It's Granny.
It's Granny.
I legit earlier was like thinking about maybe I'd drop that in the conversation, and then I'm like, shouldn't I just Tiggs and see if Granny has an actual name other than Granny? Completely forgot to.
She does. I did mention it to
Oh
you
well,
the
too
other
late
night.
now. You did. I didn't write it down.
It's one that our mortal tongue cannot pronounce.
No, she actually.
Except Tegan can pronounce it because she's trained in saying stuff.
Yes, I am one of the elder gods.
Trained in saying stuff good.
Hardly. Okay, so yes, continue.
All right, we have the same. 1 second, I need to get back into character. Have the same name.
Yep.
What else did we say?
Kind of.
Kind of the same name. Yeah. Okay. So it's different, but Doc, it's definitely. I know for a fact it isn't a title for me. It's my actual like lineage name, like my.
I think I've heard this somewhere, but I can't quite place it. But yeah.
Budge isn't entirely sure one way or the other.
On top of this, Cal can roll me a history.
Oh, lovely.
You're not from this place.
It's been smashing rolls.
Can we give him
What's a
advantage?
16?
I'm helping him.
Yeah.
As I see Cal remembering something, can I guide him?
I mean, you can cast guidance on him if you've got it.
I'm not going to bother.
You can if you've got it prepared.
No. I do, but I'm not doing it.
Okay, Cal.
It's so dumb.
I mean,
Give it a bit.
Cal, it's been a while, but when Kevin said his last name, it does tickle a memory of a classroom when you were much, much younger. You remember having to read tales of the gods and the history of the world, and you do recall seeing the surname Rialtfiel. In reference, as you sit there and you're trying to remember it, you vaguely know that it's got something to do with a group of prophets.
I read that name in a book once.
Cheers, bud.
To the library.
Having fun.
Well, this
We should.
hilariously,
Legit,
this
we
book
should
doesn't
research
exist
that.
yet. This book doesn't exist
Fuck
yet.
me. To the library still.
Yes.
To the library in the future.
I'm going to use the computers.
Okay, as you,
No.
Oh my god.
the best part is Cal could have used a computer. Realistically, Cal did use a computer to actually study this because love that for you, Cal.
Computer boy.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
However,
Does anyone else have anything to talk about, or
Alright.
shall we?
Yeah, I mean, I had some news as well. I had a shit dream, and it was just really annoying. So thank you. That's it.
Let me guess.
Would you
Doc.
like a hug?
Was your dream about death? Because it's all you've been talking about for the last 3 days.
That's very astute of you. Yeah, I was standing over my own grave, and there was like a Reaper statue and everything. I blasted that motherfucker out of here, so I'm all good. Death ain't coming for me yet. I'm in my prime. Clearly.
I lean over to Kevin and I'm like, I'm not quite sure he knows what his prime is exactly.
Doc's always been this prime.
If this is his prime, I'd hate to hear him in his off game.
What are you T-posing, Stephen? It's really throwing me off.
About 2 minutes ago, I asked Doc if he wanted a hug after his bad dream.
Oh
Didn't
yeah.
reply, so
If Budge is offering a hug, I'll take it, I suppose, because it's a Budge hug.
yeah, there you go.
I'll take it.
Powers.
Makes
Does
all
he
the
start
bad stuff
glowing?
go away.
Does he start glowing as he hugs me?
Just
no,
with
he
love.
does not. Just with love.
Oh. I ain't special enough. That's alright.
Did you have any premonitions in association with this dream, Doc?
Premonitions, I mean, I have dreams. You know, I did have a bit of a sense of the fates are kind of changing. Something is going to happen in the near future, I feel like, but I don't know what it is. Something's going to change.
the definition of a premonition. I just looked it up to make sure it was the right word. It's like a strong feeling that something is about to happen or change.
I didn't know what a premonition meant, man. Come on.
So let me get this straight, Doc. You have had the enlightened vision that today is not going to be quite like yesterday.
I actually have a feeling that today's a lucky day.
I have a feeling that today is an exciting day.
We're vibing. See,
we're vibing.
Yeah.
You guys have some cool powers.
Are you sure you guys have had enough sleep?
Mate, if anything, I had too much. Too many dreams.
Too long.
These dark circles under my eye are not from a lack of sleep. That's from sleeping too much.
Stephen, don't tell me this is going into your friends list.
It wasn't.
Speaking of premonitions, I do get a sense, Cal, just to clear this up, did you not steal those boots from someone that you may or may not have murdered or backstabbed or something like that? Because I got a strong sense of
fucking murder and death. No,
well,
I didn't.
Yesterday, I had a really strong sense that those boots, there's something.
The boots were a gift. I was given the boots
by
my fucking mother. Is it that hard to believe that I was given a pair of boots, and maybe I don't want to really talk about the fact that I can't see my mum anymore because, I'm here and not with her.
Do you also want a hug?
Yes, I do want a hug, actually, while it's on the subject.
It is kind of hard, actually.
Who else wants a budge hug?
I'll take another one, actually. That was quite nice.
No,
get in line, Hudson. I'm next.
We form an orderly queue behind Cal.
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna
And as you
Go.
systematically all get
I
some
thought she was about to
hugs.
say you start glowing as we hug. I was like, fuck.
No, as you systematically go get all of your hugs and you trek through the desert, we'll just take a quick 5-minute break before we re-enter the city of the Cascade Isles after 3 days of travel.
Ember's Den, not the Cascade Isles.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, let's visit the Cascade Isles.
No, let's not. I don't
We've
have the
gone
map.
to the wrong
I don't
place.
have.
No one
Tangent.
rolled navigation.
Let's go to Hall's Rift. Hall's Rift. Hall's?
All right, we're going
I
to take a
think
quick
we should
5
go to the Butt Hills.
You know what? We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Go get a drink and go to the bathroom. We'll be back and back in
Remember to
Ember's Den.
stretch.
I am undone by
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your break. We certainly did. We all made the realization that we're all full of, like, the crazies tonight.
Beans.
We're full
So
of
you
beans
decide
tonight.
to get sugary chocolate.
No, I ate this.
Join
earlier.
us.
I ate this earlier. I wanted, before we jump back in, as you guys arrive back in Ember's Den, I just want to award some DM inspiration. Firstly, to Hudson Hawk for just your continued bit of realizing the whole group of superheroes, and also to Budge, because I love the fact that this is your first time really playing D&D, and I loved the moments where you actually changed Budge's voice to sound younger and more vulnerable, that you were actually worried that the group wasn't going to accept your revelation that you are indeed a Warforged.
I can tell you right now from the bottom of my heart, did not realize I did that.
So
You're definitely channeling the vulnerability there.
it was very lovely. So accept the
I have experience.
inspiration.
The collar from the business shirt. Let's go.
I would also like to vote that Nash gets a treat for being the best boy surviving the storm.
Oh, he hasn't survived the storm yet. He's just finally shut up.
Still going.
Talking about it.
It's because you opened the door
He's
and you broke
watching
him.
it though, yeah.
He is.
I just
our
turned around
mascot.
then. I just turned around then because I just heard like dung, and I don't even want to go out there and see what he's knocked over. Like, you can
He's the
see or don't
best.
feel.
He's the best boy. You guys can't see it, but I've got a cat just here. So, jumping back in, you arrive back in Ember's Den after a 3-day trek through the wilderness, getting closer to each other, getting to know each other. That's a Hito. Why is there a Hito token there?
Yeah, mojito.
Good
He's
old
drinking
mojito.
mojitos.
Okay.
Is that where we find him? Just in a bar? Sipping on
Oh,
mojitos?
no, I know what it was. But I know what it was.
I love that we're still in the
Those who
corner.
are watching at home, every character is in the corner of the map.
Yep.
That's why Hito was on, and now I feel bad about deleting him. So there he goes, he's back on.
He doesn't have a corner to be in.
No.
Where's Doc?
Doc ain't included in this bit.
Yeah, Doc, getting good, idiot.
Okay,
I think
There's only four corners. There's only four corners, but 5 characters.
6 characters.
Put yourself dead in the middle.
Okay, so you arrive back in Ember's Den after a 3-day long trek through the desert. You get the cooling spray that of the air that rises off of the oasis here. The sound of the porg as they flock at the shipside, the docksides, and whatnot. As you make your way through one of the gates. I don't know which gate you're coming in through, so.
That
What do we
one.
want to do, gang?
Surely it's because we left through this gate
You
near
did.
the temple.
Yes, you did.
But do we want to go to
And
the
I assume we're
academy
coming
and
from
talk
this
to?
way. Yeah, I think we have to go to the academy.
Yeah,
Hey, we're
talk
going to Marnie
Old
for sure.
Okay, so you're going straight to the Desert Sands Institute?
Yeah,
Yep.
talk to Marley and Laird Blake, I guess.
So I think we should perhaps split up and talk to each of them because we're going to need some people to explain to Blake while we're explaining to Marley.
Oh,
You know,
keep talking to
Kevin,
Marley.
I think that we have. Before we left Ember's Den, we were kind of divided, but I think we can do it together now. I feel like we're closer, you know.
Like super friends.
I don't have anything I wanted to do.
We're
I
like
couldn't have
a
said it any better.
we're like a proper group. I think we we came through some shit. A couple people died. You know,
They got better.
Super friends.
sort of.
Super friends.
Super friends.
So, you guys make your way
Who are we
To-
speaking to first?
the Desert
Sorry.
Sands Institute. Who are
I'm
you?
just going to Marley.
Marley.
Okay. Well, you've been here a couple times now. It's only been about a week since you were less than a week since you were here last, so you vaguely know where she hangs out by now. As you wander around the school looking for her, you eventually find her in a little offshoot library that's near Lord Pitterpat's offices. She seems to be detangling some form of cat rope toy. It's got lots of feathers on it.
Literally, what the fuck is up, Miles?
Oh, you're back. I didn't. She gives you gets up, brushes herself down from all the fibers, and gives you a hug.
Holloway twins.
You're green, Budge.
Yeah. You like it?
I mean, it certainly suits you. Does he do that just?
You got that Budge rings.
So how did you go? How was it with the?
Oh, it went terribly.
Oh, that's.
Wait, it potentially couldn't have gone worse.
Terribly.
Terribly
good,
as in between two of us there was 3 deaths.
Well, it's good to see that it wasn't permanent.
They walked it off.
It's not the first time I've seen it, but I had hoped that in sending Doc, at least, and, well, Doc and Budge, hopefully, that you would have survived.
Wait,
I did check.
What does that mean?
Well, I checked all of your stats with the Adventurers Guild first to make sure that, that there were healers in the group and, those who could act as guards and those who could trigger traps and things like that, just to get a good scope of your abilities and, your general moral standing.
We definitely triggered a lot of traps.
So, I mean... Count Hito?
Who?
No, she never met Hito.
Yeah, she doesn't know who Hito is.
We may have picked up a companion along the way.
Oh, and do you think that they would be a good qualifier for the type of group that we're working with?
What exactly are the aims of this group, per se?
Do they like it when people are naked a lot of the time? Because if so, yes.
Domination, mainly.
I mean it. Okay, what question do you want me to answer first?
Are you a fan of autopsies?
I mean, I think that they're a valuable tool that can be used to help discover...
And Hito's probably your guy, so... Yeah.
Is this really important right now?
I'm on board for Hito, because he saved my life.
I think we're all on board for Hito, but maybe first you can, I don't know, deal with the tattoos and, the promised knowledge you were going to give us and yada, yada, yada. Maybe fix my magic boots if that's on the table. That'd be wonderful.
You shouldn't put your boots on the table.
It's very rude.
Boots off the table.
So, tattoos and things like that. You wanted to know more about your tattoos.
That's probably good.
I believe I gave you a coin and told you, a silver coin, and told you to seek out the masters at the Cascade Isles for more answers. After all, the Kalishtar of the Cascade Isles are likely to know more about it than I am.
Yeah, but then you sent me to go and get a chalice, and then I went and... Well, actually,
Yes.
I did the opposite. I returned the chalice because...
Oh, you returned... Oh, you did return the chalice? So
yes, and...
you passed our test, then?
Yes, we all passed the test.
It was a test?
Well, in
yes.
the interest of full honesty, we took the chalice initially and then saw the implications of taking the chalice and decided that was a terrible idea.
Is it because there were consequences to taking it, i.e. death?
No.
Among others.
Because I had been resurrected once that had happened. It was because of what would happen to everyone else. Not what happened to us. It was... There'll be no water in any of these villages and they'll be all... It's not good.
Yeah, and there were kids there and stuff, so I don't do that.
Okay.
Budge is engaged.
Budge is marrying.
Congratulations!
Oh yeah, that's...
I didn't expect that to happen.
Don't congratulate him. It's a child.
We're all waiting. Does she look disappointed?
We better find out.
We better find out.
You're not sure. She's keeping her face very straight-laced.
But we still passed the test?
Yes, it was a test of morality. To see,
Yes!
Well, it was to see if you had what it took to essentially potentially be granted a place within our organization. We move within society to essentially, well, recruit heroes. After all, no one can expect the gods to be everywhere, and not only that, it's...
Do you recruit superheroes?
Well, I should hope so.
Well then, Hudson, you're in luck, right?
Well, some of the threats we do face are vast and significant and of exceeding power. We tend to wander around and offer universal protection, peace, and guidance to everyone.
Then we're the people for you.
Yes, we provide, I suppose you would say that we are some kind of league that makes sure that there is peace and justice amongst the populace.
Like a league of super friends?
I suppose if you want to call it a league of super friends, you could.
Yes.
We tend to have different... I suppose, levels depending on how deep you want to be able to invest your time in the betterment of the world.
I'm not the only one that thinks this sounds like a cult, right?
I mean, you don't
Sounds
have
like
to
a
believe
guild.
what we...
It's a league.
I mean, you don't have to believe what we believe or anything like that. We're not doing any rituals or anything to draw you in. We're not demanding you believe the same thing as us. Although I would like to hope that you believe in bringing joy, peace, and protection to those who can't access it.
I can get behind that.
Most certainly, yes.
I sense some
It's a big
trepidation
affirmative.
in you, Cal. Why?
Normally, when things are too good to be true, they normally are.
I mean, I'm happy to answer any questions you want.
I mean, at the moment, I seem to be the only one holding back, so...
I mean, that is fair after, you've gotten yourself into some trouble, so I think it's fair that you are cautious.
I mean, what could I do to convince you that we're actually here for the people?
Think you swear?
I'm happy to do that if you want me to, but Budge, I don't think you're the one that I have to convince that we're actually, well, the good guys.
Well, maybe you can send us on some missions that actually protect people instead of stealing their water source.
Well, that was more to see
That
if
could
you
help.
would do the right thing in the first place.
Sure, but that's still what you sent us to do. You could have just sent us to rescue someone.
Yes, but that wasn't a question of morality. The chances of potentially achieving riches and also helping me out an actual terrible person. I just purely took advantage of the opportunity that presented itself when Laird Blake put in the requisition to have the cup taken. So, in taking the chance with the Kayat Kumbok, I'm aware that you're not going to get paid. That doesn't seem fair now, does it? You wasted time, resources, energy, life.
Marley, you seem different than the last time you and Budge spoke.
Probably. You're actually getting to see the business side. I like helping people, Budge. But...
Oh, that'll do me.
Can I just sort of like watch her body language as she's saying this?
Sure.
To sort of pick up, essentially I'm looking to see if she's being truthful or if she's like seeming a little bit skittish or off. Because the one thing I know about this person is that she like murdered a bunch of people.
She doesn't seem to be telling you lies or anything like this. She seems to actually be... She seems to be quite open with what she's actually saying.
Did you see what I rolled?
Yes, I did.
You believe every word.
You believe every word of everything she has to say. She seems to be an open book. As she looks at you, Cal, how much was the contract to get that for Laird Blake?
Do you think for one moment that I honestly have any idea off the top of my head how much that was paying?
You seem quite astute, and yes, I would have imagined someone like you would have written down the amount of gold you were going to receive from a job like this.
Oh, darling, you are so mistaken. I've never written anything down in my life.
Not even a letter, I'm assuming.
What, Kevin? What have you written down?
Wait, I'm trying to look if I've seen anything in the, I only just found this notebook the other day, which is where I wrote all the first notes.
Oh yeah, because you moved in amongst us.
Because I moved, and I didn't have my original notebook, so I'm like, oh damn.
I did not write down the contract price.
What I will tell you, Cal, if it helps.
It was 500 gold each.
Wait, let Budge negotiate, we can get more.
No, Budgery.
Not your reverse negotiating.
Cal, if it helps, the reason I know about your tattoos, as your house is being invaded by ghosts.
Someone just crashed into the gutter outside. I don't want to I don't want to go out there.
Nice.
Yes, the reason, Cal, that I'm willing to help you with your tattoos is I've seen them before. Well, not me particularly. My spirit has seen them before.
Your spirit has seen them before?
Yes. I share a soul with a spirit known as Hoshi. My full name is Hoshi Marley.
Orochimaru. Got it.
Orochimaru?
The thing that intrigued me about your story is the entity connected to you. You said you're a beacon.
Well, yeah, that's what she honestly she told me that. I didn't. I'm not going around saying I'm not. I didn't make up the terminology.
Well, that's just a little odd because the tattoos were usually a sign that they were.
Fuck! I will be back in 1 minute. Jesus Christ, let's get the fuck out of me.
What happened?
Are you good?
You good?
Someone at the fucking window.
I told him there's
someone at the window.
We told him earlier that there's someone at the window.
What are they doing? Just looking in at him. Can I ask Molly a question while we're waiting?
Ken, we'll come back to that.
Okay. So can I? I'm gonna bring Doc with me, and I'm like, hey, Molly, when I died, shit got real weird. Have you ever seen anything like this? And then I'll show her my Uzi hand.
You're just opening with that, huh?
I am. Yeah, I'm just opening with that.
Okay. I can't honestly say that I have.
Damn.
That's odd. Are you normally filled with black ichor?
It's void. It's void magic.
He's got hammer voids.
I mean, if that's the case, the best place you could ask about it is the Citadel at Maya Esker. Doc, I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Am I familiar with it?
You should be. It's the mecca for your religion.
Is that in this town, or is that out of this
It's
town?
on
Our character?
it's not in this town. The thing that will make you really excited, Maya Esker is the name of the city on the back of the Turtle Island.
Keen. Okay.
Oh, this is in the Dark Isles, isn't it?
At the moment, I think it is, yes.
That's where it is on the map. Yes, because I was looking at it last week.
At what point do we call it and say we should probably call the police for Ty?
I think he's okay.
I don't know.
Isn't it to do with someone crashing into his gutter?
It's not his gutter, I don't think, because it wouldn't be his house. It would be like the curb outside.
Oh no, I've had a car in my house.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of space between the gutter and Ty's house.
Yeah.
And also stairs.
Oh yes, same with me.
So.
They still hit the house.
Happens way too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap up my hand and put away my deformity.
Okay.
Deformity, wow.
But yes, if you need questions on void magic and the like, you can ask at the Citadel in Maya Esker. The Seneschal there would be very willing to answer any questions you've got about it.
Have you ever heard of someone not having a shadow but having a reflection?
It is unusual, but it does occasionally happen.
Do you know why that would happen?
Usually because
You're dead.
Well, it's not so much dead, it's more to do with your soul is transient at the moment. You are neither
Like he's
dead
in a...
nor alive.
Is he two places at once sort of situation?
More like no places at once, or all places at once. It's more of...
I'm so sorry, I've got to go. I'm okay, and everyone
has to duck off.
So sorry, love you all.
No, that's alright.
Hey,
Something's come
stay
up.
safe, dude. Message me when you've got some updates, please.
Yeah, that would be
I
nice.
I will. I didn't want to interrupt while you're talking. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
right.
A-okay. Everyone is A-okay and safe. I will message you all the details after.
Okay.
My heart has slowed down a little bit because that scared the fuck out of me.
Okay, as long as everyone's okay.
Everyone's okay. I love you all. Have a good night.
Night.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Ty is about to leave, and bye, Steve.
Oh, see you later.
Just Steve's
That's
whole
all.
camera just... Yeah. I will... I don't...
Oh, darling.
Can I... What can I do to fix this?
We can
So
roll
you
with
go
it.
to Ty's
alright.
place and sit in his chair.
Yep, no worries.
Give me a second.
Steve could just move
I'm
over.
at Ty's place now.
You travel quick.
Well played. Well
I
played.
thought that's what you were setting me up for.
Just give me 1 sec. I can fix this.
Oh, you can move
what
it
if
around.
it shares screens? Can we do that? Because it'll fill up a box with nothing.
No, that's alright.
Really?
Oh no, she's almost done.
We gotta learn to problem solve this. So might as well.
It's just easier if I
Man.
quickly create it.
Ty's house today is just full of chaos.
Yeah.
Like before the game even started, he was like, "Massive storm, by the way."
Everyone's gonna get to see my Discord for a second.
I was waving in the Discord.
Woo!
Oh, is that you? Is that yours, Craig? Oh, sorry, Clint.
Yep.
Were they drunk or stupid?
Nope.
Both.
Neither.
Just come. The sun was in his eyes, apparently.
Wow.
So they were stupid.
So I was gonna say he was probably on his phone or something.
Yeah, no, like just straight up on his phone.
I mean, it was like fucking years ago now, like 15 or so years ago. Fucking me and Mum had a car accident pretty much like that. It was raining and she just like slipped control while driving and went through someone's fucking front fence.
Yeah.
That's at least understandable, because, like, it's raining. Let me tell you, I can see the concrete there. That shit is bone dry.
Okay, fixed it. Cool.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
Bud be budging again.
Budge be budging. Which I'm sad that I can't tell. I'm sad that I can't tell Ty about his tattoos, but
Maybe just do it sort of like we can say it, you know, fade to black, and it does happen.
well,
somehow.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you guys because you guys are there for the conversation anyway. So, she turns around and tells Cal that his tattoos. It's weird because usually the tattoos are only a marking. They are not usually the beacon itself. So the fact that he was referred to as a beacon, she must be talking about him in particular.
Not the markings.
Not the markings. Because, and she knows this because her spirit, Hoshi, tells her that several people from their old homeworld gained several of these markings the last time this entity was seen. So, which we can tell Cal later. Where were we?
She was asking if we wanted to be paid.
Yes, so knowing that, well, it's probably going to go very badly with Laird Blake, would you like me to compensate you for time and expenses?
Is this a test or is this a real question?
No, this is a real question. I'm happy to pay you.
Well, if you're happy to pay us, I'm happy to be paid.
24.
24 gold? Oh, I can...
Wait, I better check with the group this time.
Was it 25 platinum each? 250 gold? Is that the agreement or was that no?
Is that what you've got written?
I said it was 500 gold each, but I was bluffing. So.
I feel like we were told this just the other day as well.
I did not have it written down.
I'm gonna say we get 500 gold each.
That's a lot.
That's a lot? Okay, 250 gold each.
Do you remember Tegan, or are you... Are you just testing us?
It is a little bit of a test, yes.
Do we get paid?
I didn't write it. I didn't write it down because I wasn't there for the conversation. That's why I didn't write it. Otherwise, I would have. So I was.
I'm happy to give each of you 15 platinum each.
150. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
She's penalised us.
Hey, Marty, you take 5 of my platinum. Buy yourself something nice.
Oh, you don't have to do that, Budge, but...
No, that's right. Hey, buy yourself something nice.
Budge...
I'll take the platinum and I'll buy Marley something nice.
No,
and Budge something nice.
I appreciate the generosity, but I clearly Budge needs to go to a blacksmith.
Budge has a hammer in his pocket?
Or is he
He's
just
quite happy to see everyone?
But you're also...
Budge, you have pockets?
Oh,
you don't want to know.
All right. Fine. Budge, if you don't want your remaining 5 gold, you could take it to hopefully restore the enchantment on Cal's boots.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I
I'll
unfortunately
do that.
can't impart you with any magic items, but that could help.
Yeah, he's gonna love that. I don't know where he went. He just decided to dip.
It is assumed that he's here T-posing in the corner.
Oh.
Just like in Steven's screen. He's here pressing.
Not only that, I mean, Budge, you could buy a small aquarium with that. Carry some fish with you.
Fish gate? Question mark.
You could put fish in your tank.
I mean, I have heard of this done with some automatons. Several of the finesse automatons tend to get glass panels in their interior chambers and actually fill them with things like flowers and fish. Become walking
That sounds
tanks.
really cool. But Budge is here to get hit so his friends do not. and so he doesn't want to risk the fishies.
Understandable, then. Well, I'm happy to give you the money, but at the moment, I do have some quests that do need doing if it's a case of you want to be sent on quests to understand what it is that we do. I also have the I happen to also pick up your mail that you left that showed up at the tavern for you.
Anything for Kevin?
Nothing for Kevin, but something for Hudson.
One day my parents will write me.
For me?
Yes. I assumed it was a fan letter.
I've got fans? Can I have it, please?
She hands you over a parchment envelope. It's got a little bit of wear and tear to it. It's you do notice in one corner there's a small chew mark from a small mouth with lots of teeth in it, as well as you notice that the handwriting on it is a little bit of a shaky hand, written in a brown ink. It is addressed to Hudson Hawk.
I got a letter. I'll open it.
You open
very
it.
Carefully. I'll actually try not to tear it open.
Okay, as you open it, I can actually show this.
Will he use his talents to do that?
He will do that. He can use his talents to do other stuff, but he won't use them against people.
Okay. I was just curious if it was I don't use them at all, or if I do it. But...
Inside, you find another piece of parchment that's a little bit dirt stained. Again, written on it is more of the shaky-handed handwriting. The handwriting seems a little bit familiar to you, Hudson, as you pull out this letter.
I'm not a doctor.
Chicken scratch.
Below.
It's okay, if you go down lower, you can actually read.
Yes!
I assume it's something good?
Yes!
Yeah, with that reaction.
I've never seen him so happy.
What is it, Hudsy?
I've been asked to do the trials.
Trials, like.
Sorry. I've been asked to do the trials.
Okay, let's pretend some people in the room don't know what the trials are.
Trials of fire. It's my tribe's way of what's the best way of saying it? Preparing the next leader.
You're in line for like a leadership position.
Yes, I am.
Well, you got Budge's vote.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
When do I have to go there?
It's not written on there because I realised that I did this right at just before dinner time, so I left that information out.
Not right.
What?
You've been summoned. You've been summoned to appear in a week from now, which should give you enough time to travel up that way.
Can we
It
go?
It also states to bring a group of companions because the trials are not to be done alone.
Well, that's oddly convenient.
Oddly, it's almost like you guys should
game.
be part of it. Yes,
Designed that way.
it's
Crazy.
for anyone wanting to know. It's basically designed to showcase leadership, and so he needs a team that he can lead.
Oh, Hudson, pick us.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Of course he's gonna pick the fucking superheroes, right? Like, who else is he gonna pick?
I imagine he's got a lot of friends.
Look, I am sort of keen to observe the customs of your people. So if you don't mind, I would like to tag along.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
You have my thanks.
People there will need help. So
I too would like to join you, fellas.
Oh yeah.
You too,
Cal,
Cal.
yeah.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, hip hip.
Or what and whatnot.
I'll see you there next week, Governor.
All right, well,
These are more convincing than Ty's accent.
if you would like, I can actually break the news to Laird Meshkins that his plan didn't work.
You seem pretty happy about that, Molly. Was he going to do something terrible?
I don't know. The idea of one person having a cup of eternal water that produces water for the entirety of the Fire Realm seems like a terrible idea, doesn't it?
Well, you can probably
I can turn around and tell him you died.
I was gonna say you could just say that a couple of us died, the rest of us barely got out of there.
I think
And you wouldn't be lying.
It's completely true. So.
But if I turn around and say that indicates that you failed.
Technically, we did.
I think if you want to be heroes, should the rumors really be bandying about that you're terrible at your jobs?
That's our cover.
All right, I'm happy to tell him you failed and you send him your regrets.
What was the alternative that we died and now we don't exist anymore?
Yes, because then he can't send men after you.
Why does he need to send anyone after us?
I mean, he has a terrible temper and, well, this is yet another group that has failed him. And the idea that you just gave up without getting him, especially when you were so close.
Maybe.
I mean, we could just tell him ourselves. Yeah.
I mean, you can if you want to. I'm happy to break the news to him. If you have other things that you need to prepare for. Also, it would give me time to talk to my contacts and maybe find a couple of jobs on the way. Or even.
I'm just saying, wouldn't it be worse if you, Amali? Wouldn't it be worse if you told him that we were dead and then we were in fact alive, and he found out that we were alive? Then he would know that you lied.
Yes, but he can't exactly then come out and go, "Oh well, you owe me a cup of everlasting water." I mean, it is entirely up to you. I'm happy to be the go-between here. If you want me to.
You know him better than us, so if you want to lie, then you can do that. But my concern is it just puts you in the line of fire too.
I am happy with going.
Good point.
I'm happy going with Hudson's suggestion and just saying that you failed and you send your condolences that you couldn't complete the task.
Can you make it sound very perilous so he doesn't try and send more people?
That's what I was.
Make it sound like it's a very bad idea to go. There was some. And truthfully, there was some truly awful things in that dungeon.
I can.
But more people shouldn't go after this cup. I really don't want it to end up in his hands.
Well, I can certainly give an indication that it was.
Could we also say that we got our hands on the chalice, but it was terribly cursed, and anyone who touched it died?
I'm happy to spread that rumor too, if you'd like.
I think
because that's not a rumor. That's true because the person that got their hands on it died.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Budge, ignore that. Budge, ignore that. Budge, ignore that.
Man.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Oh wait, Budge isn't quite dead, is he? So.
Neither's Cal.
Dang. But it was terribly cursed. I will say that.
All right.
Well, it turned one of us green.
What a terrible curse!
Oh my god, is Budge dead?
And my hair white, and I can't help but notice, Molly. You didn't mention anything about my hair. I thought it looked dashing, but all right. I see how our friendship is.
I mean, generally one doesn't comment on other people's appearance. It's not a very polite
when
thing
someone
to do.
gets a new haircut, you do comment on it.
Yeah, I think you look handsome.
Thank you, Budge. Okay. That's what a good friend does.
Okay. Okay. Look, I'm happy to go and do this for you if you want, and where are you staying so I can get you a list of quests to do around Hudson's trials?
One of the non-burnt down taverns, hopefully.
Which one did we not burn down? I mean, which one did that bad dude not burn down?
You burned down the charming barman just down the road.
We didn't burn it down, to be clear.
That
wasn't
us.
You're the ones that keep saying that you burnt it down.
No. I've never maintained that.
None of us said that. Alright. And Cal certainly denied burning it down.
The tavern owner has reported that Cal did ask for liquor to create bombs.
Hey, what Cal does on his own time is up to Cal.
Cal's just a crippling alcoholic.
He does drink a lot.
You can't drink in the fire realm.
Guys, I really did think that he burned it down, though.
But shut up.
I mean,
it was that Minotaur dude.
So your choices are the Silver Barrel or the Lucky Monk.
Yeah. Well, we stayed at the Silver Barrel last time, and it was all right. So
I mean, if you want to spend more, you can always stay at the Gardens of Happiness, but that
place was quite nice. It reminded me of.
You can talk to Colin and Tony.
Well, let's stay at the Gardens of Happiness, I'm in.
It's more like a retreat, and I think if we need like a good, full body massage or some.
Yes, they definitely do full body massages there.
I tell you what, Doc, I need a bath after this one. I've been out for days.
Are there baths there? I believe that there's baths there.
Oh, if you want to, and you want to all be able to bathe, you can just go to the Shrine of Love. It's the water temple, and they have baths there. The Selkies there are actually very adept at looking after others in the name of the goddess.
We could do that, can't we?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like that could be very homely for our friend Kevin here. So,
shall we make our way downtown?
Making our way downtown.
I have one last question before we go. Does Hoshi technically count as a second person? This is important for Budge.
I mean, for your list, yes.
Okay, thank you. That's Budge questions over.
All right. You don't happen to have like a sending stone or anything, do you?
4?
I mean, I got a pair of sending stones, but I was just wondering if I could get your sending stone number.
I mean, is that how sending stones work?
Yeah, you just click them together and they work. That's how it works. I would like, hey, Marley.
Out of character, can they only maintain one connection at a time?
I honestly don't know.
No, they don't. They work like the sending spell.
It's just a walkie-talkie. Okay. Dang
it.
I wish it was a telephone network.
I'd have so many contacts. Drop a sending stone in Colin and Tony's pond. I can just chat to my boys.
Hey boys. Budge could carry around so many sending stones.
It's your boy, Young God.
Every time he makes a new friend, he should hand them one half of a sending stone pair and be like, this is for you.
Okay, where do I buy sending stones and for how much? I've got some deliveries to make.
What if Budge accidentally eats them?
These ones don't smell too good.
But then they'll be inside you. They'll be inside you then.
Yeah, he'll just have all the pores
before we tangent too much, are we on our way now?
You are making your way.
Alright, so as we're about to leave, I'm gonna be like, wait here, fellas. Don't wait here. Go ahead, and I'll catch up with my Selkie powers in the water.
Love you, Marley. Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Good luck.
You didn't say love you back.
Bye, Marley.
Love you
Bye.
too, Budge.
Yes.
I'll come and find you to get you these jobs later.
Thank you.
Kev, if you're going off on your own, do you need one of the sending stones or?
No, just a quick tangent and then.
All right.
Out.
Okay, tangent.
Tangent away.
You can tangent away.
Alright, I'm gonna head into the Charming Barman, the burnt down building, and see what's up there. I'm gonna try and...
Can you head inside it? Or is it just rubble?
I'm gonna head around it and see if the owner's present.
He's still just lying outside crying.
He's
It's been
not.
a while.
He's not. It's been less than a week. He's not. But the place is looking still charred. He is slowly getting it back up and running, but mostly he's only been able to serve people at the tables outside, and Regneet kind of just comes up to you. He's like,
That's the owner, yeah?
he was the bard there. He's one of the owners.
Okay, I'm trying to see where his profile was.
There you go.
Hey. Oh, the Flamey Boy.
The Flamey Boy.
Okay. So...
Well, you're back. Hello.
Hello. I have a business proposition for you. If you're interested.
I mean, weren't you part of the group that was here when the fire started?
I was, yes. I thought it was a
but
terrible shame.
you were with the Birdman and the cowboy, right?
Correct.
Oh, right. You weren't with the big robot man.
No. Wait, the big robot man. Moving on. Yeah, I have a business proposition for you, if you are interested in hearing it.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay, what's the proposition? What you got for me?
Okay, so I represent an adventurer who would like to invest in your business and help you get back on your feet.
All right.
Will pay half of the cost of repair, which will be a sum of 1,500 gold, I think we worked out, or 1,250 gold.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was 1,250.
All right. What's the catch?
Yes, there is always catches, aren't there?
Of course. It almost
Okay.
sounds too good to be true.
So, we are proposing two major things. One is a slight name change to include the new owner.
Oh.
Or not the new partial owner. Nothing too drastic. And additionally, in some like off seasons and I suppose with the leftovers and stuff like that, he would like those to be donated to orphanages if that's available.
I
If you're willing
mean,
to facilitate.
it's not wildly out of reach, so I suppose we could organize that.
Sounds good so far. Everything palatable.
So far, I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop, because this is a very generous offer to just come and do it. I'm assuming you want free room and board whenever you're in town.
Yeah, that would be good.
Right.
But we're not often in town, so it's not going to be an all the time thing.
All right. Do you want a special suite, or it done up any specific way, or like a
Just
bridal
any
suite or
rooms.
something?
No, this is a business. I'm not gonna section off the bridal suite the entire time. Just a room that's available.
Oh.
And if there isn't one available, that is what it is.
Do you have a particular number you want for your room?
No, anything's fine.
All right. I just know some adventurers are weird about lucky numbers and stuff.
No, not at all. Additionally, any extra profits from... So, going in 50-50 on this means we'll split some profits. I assume 3 ways, because there's 3 owners now.
All right. Yeah.
So the profits from this... The adventurer wants all of his profits to go to just donated to the local orphanage as well.
You keep talking about this mysterious adventurer benefactor. What are we changing our tavern name to?
Something along the lines of Hudson Hawk presents the Charming Barman.
You mean that wrestler that lost about
Yes.
a week ago?
Yes.
About a week ago.
All right. So you want Hudson Hawk presents the Charming Barman.
Correct.
I suppose we can do that, yeah? Do you want a logo change, or because that might take us a while to get all the artwork and everything and the boards done?
Oh, that can be an in time thing. I'm happy for that too.
Do you have any particular preferences about what we serve, don't serve?
Just keep doing what you're doing. It was great. It was a great establishment. That's why he's so interested, because it was a fantastic place while we were there.
All right. Well, then, I'm hesitant, but I'll do business with you on one condition.
Go ahead.
Well, if it's the charming barman and I'm the charming barman, I need you, at least within the next month, to commission a statue of Hudson Hawk to put in the corner, so people can pose with him for photos and stuff.
That can be arranged. How much do you think a statue costs?
Yeah, depending what you get it made out of. If you just get a standard stone, maybe only 50 gold.
Cool. I'll tell you what, I'll throw in 50 gold if you remember it. Do you remember enough about his likeness?
I mean, it'd be easier if I had a picture.
Oh, I think I've got minor illusion. Wait. No, silent image, sorry.
Oh, that works.
Let's see. Do I have silent image? I do! Yes! Let's silent image a picture of Hudson for him.
A tiny 15-foot cube.
Yep. Just with your boy, I'm like, this is what he looks like.
All right. He sits there for 10 minutes and makes a quick sketch of Hudson. All right, I can take this to a stonemason and get this all carved up.
Cool. Do you have any other qualms?
He's got his hands on his hips, hasn't he?
No, he's doing his poses that he does.
Oh,
like his
Just...
big. Whoa. Yeah. being a handsome devil.
And obviously, you're his man of business, so can I have a name?
Just Kevin.
All right, just Kevin. I guess you got yourself a deal.
Cool. I'll hand him the gold, and then I'll. I assume we kind of exchange like banking details or whatever, because I think I have to pay some sort of reoccurring. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
All right. Let me work out. So what was it? It was 1,300 including the statue.
Yes.
Yep. I'll work out how much that leaves me with.
While you're doing that, I have like a very nitpicky thing I just have to check.
Yes.
You're at the Charming Barman, right? The one that burnt down.
Yes.
Yep.
But Regnite's the owner of the Silver Barrel.
Is he?
Yeah, Urdox is the owner of the Charming Barman.
Ah, gotta.
Thank you.
I thought it was something I said, and I was like, "Damn it, Stephen!"
No, you are right. I apologize.
I just
I
like,
got
went
the
back
right
and,
accent though, so.
How did we meet Roscoe before the owner of the bar?
Sorry, that was my fault. Thank you for correcting that. Oh, excuse me. So, you do all of that. Just
I do.
Yep. Retcon that it's with the right person.
That's fine.
Which would be great. As the rest of you...
Yeah, what Urdox the person we've been talking to this whole time.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm just gonna jump in the water and fucking jet to where we're going.
Okay, so you swim through the oasis.
I potentially might get there faster than they do.
Oh, Hudson, as soon as he's walked into the building...
Oh yeah, he would.
He's gone, excuse me for a moment. He just straight up.
Do you hear
me and Doc
screams? Yeah.
He's doing barrel rolls and everything.
You're enjoying the air, are you?
Yes, he's celebrating.
Yeah, surely the excitement of being in the trials. Okay, so were we making our ways to the... Where the fish were, or the...
Just checking
Selkie?
something.
I think we're going to the Selkie place for you.
Yep.
Fishgate is a future thing, it's not a now thing.
Fishgate.
Are you just swimming, Kevin? As a seal?
I'm paying close attention for ships, if that's what you're asking.
Well, like maybe crocodiles.
I'm just swimming as a seal, yeah.
As you're
Does a
swimming
13
along,
hit?
no, as you're swimming, let me just double check.
See, swimming there wasn't where I expected there to be issues.
You're just swimming. It's nice.
How many times you gotta roll this?
You're just swimming. It's nice until you feel a whoosh of water rush past you, and under the water you hear a snap of teeth as a giant crocodile comes alongside you, going to grab you in its jaws.
I shall... Oh, actually, I don't know if this will do anything for me, but I do have the sabatons that double my swim speed, so I'm just going to try and get the fuck out of there lightning fast.
Okay. So, what's your swim speed now with the sabatons?
So it doubles my swim speed, and my speed is 60 in water, because it's double my regular speed, right?
Okay, you've got your little flipper booties on over your actual flippers. As you do so, and you see this, feel this whoomp in the water next to you, followed by just this scaly leather that just brushes against your skin. You're just like, yep, nope, not today, and just leaving a wake in the water behind you. You are a silver bullet. Hudson sees nothing because you are enjoying the freedom of the open air.
Yep.
As eventually, Kevin, you make it. You can see the churning waters of these waterfall baths of the outdoor area of the Shrine of Love. As I'm assuming you make your way up onto the surrounding dock. As a seal, you flop yourself up onto the...
I'm gonna go straight up, like, you know when seals do the tricks where they come straight up out of the water and then, like, land?
Okay, you do that.
I'm going straight up.
Nice.
You come up into the air. There is a shining glisten as the crystalline water droplets catch the sunlight. You see this, Hudson, as this completely... I think he's your silvery skin is now dappled with all of these little white speckles all over it. As you watch as a seal lands on the dockside in a fantastic finishing move, ready to receive the applause of the public.
As soon as I see Hudson, I'm whipping off the seal coat.
I'm gonna go. You whip off your cloak?
Yep.
Okay. You whip
go
it
have a
back.
chat.
I'll just fly. I'll just swoop in.
Meanwhile, Budge, Cal, and Doc have to take the long way, walking like the peasants they are.
I'm enjoying the stroll through the town, to be honest.
You stroll
I'd like
through
to imagine Doc's teaching Budge how to count even more.
Yeah. What do you want to practice on, Budge? Do you want to count how many, like, birds you see, or something like that?
Sounds good.
Or how many loose rocks we can see on the ground. Alright. There's one rock. That's 2 rocks.
Okay, Budge's record is 4. This is to see if we can get to 5.
Okay, let's see what you can roll.
10.
What's the threshold? What's the DC for Budge to go to
I was just going to treat it like death saves. I can't remember. Is 10 a
Pass
fail
or
or a
fail?
success?
Yeah.
That's a success.
10's a success.
Alright, we
Okay.
got up to 5.
Let's keep pushing it, Budge. Let's try to get to 6.
Oh.
Yeah, 6.
We got to 6 today. Yeah. Do you want to keep going?
Oh, Budge is going to get to double digits. Well, I'm using my inspiration on that one.
Okay.
I got to use it before the end of session, right?
Budge is up to 7. Alright. Yes.
Hey.
I'm a good teacher.
Fuck.
Hey!
We failed
You can't
8
use-
and 8.
We got 8. There we go.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Well,
Alright, we're up
seven's the new
to
record.
7. 7's pretty good.
Yeah.
8. This 8 number is just really hard for Budge to kind of grasp, you know.
That's a toughie.
God is rolling something.
Budge, as you've been walking along and Doc has been teaching you how to count, you have become aware, and slightly distracted, but it gave you something to count initially, is all of these very small automatons walking around. Most of them are doing things like random things like finding random bits of rubbish and just putting it inside themselves and creating like little compacted trash bubbles that they then
Wally?
They've got little legs. They walk and everything. They kind of put it in their stomach. They compact it down. They go put it in the trash, or they crush cans, or they're sweeping gutters. But as you walk past Budge, what distracts you is every now and then one will see you and you'll watch, and it'll have like its little tool that it's using, like a brush or something. It'll put its hands on its hips and just kind of do a walk where they just kind of keep their knees. They refuse to bend their knees, and they're just like pretending to be you. They only come they come up to just above your ankle. They're real small little automatons.
Can I squat down to one?
Yeah.
Like, hey, little buddy.
Roll an acrobatics to see if you fall and crush.
No, not again.
As you bend down, one who's been sweeping out the gutter, he's got his little broom in his hands. He looks up at you. His little blue eyeshadows go. You notice that while he's got a welding line that would represent a mouth, he just looks at you. All of the kind of talking you get from him is all from his servos and everything kind of whirring as he lifts his eyebrows and stuff. He just goes.
Doug, do you understand what this guy's saying?
He's making whirring noises, so not really.
You watch as this little automaton holds out his broom to you, Budge. You would have to pinch at it. It's a small broom.
Seems very inefficient.
I'll go to grab to pinch the broom.
As you do so, his eyebrows come up, and he gets this look on his face as his shutters get real wide in a look of joy as he goes, and he just tick 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 and races off. As an indication of your job now.
You forgot your broom.
Oh, okay.
What's your name?
What's your name?
As you do so, Budge and Doc, roll me perception.
Perception, okay.
A known perceiver.
Passive perception is 15, so
yes,
it's not
that's
really
fine.
better.
It's high enough. Both of you start to notice Budge in taking the broom, and that little automaton has now raced off. You've seen that all of the other little trash automatons and the ones who kind of wander around cleaning up the streets and everything, they've kind of just all stopped and they're looking at you. And eventually you start to notice they're all kind of edging closer to you, holding out the little dustpans or the little trash compactors they have or the little brooms they have, just holding it out to you, Budge.
Gonna hold my hand out and just let them place them in my hand.
Budge is the
I'm gonna observe. Yeah, that's Budge is not just a god of fish.
Budge, you're getting all of these little tools, these tiny little tools in your hands, as these automatons are kind of putting them in your hand, giving this, and they're toddling off and wandering off.
None of you are telling me your name. How am I supposed to put you on the list if you don't tell Budge your name?
The last little automaton that comes up to Budge, because I'm assuming there's a line of them, right?
Yeah, there's little lines of them.
I bend down and I say, "Hey there, little guy." Does he pay me any attention?
He kind of looks at you, and he's a little bit smaller than the others, and you notice that he kind of has some snapped wiring in his legs, so he's got a little bit of a limp, and he hands you his broom.
Oh. Actually, I'm going to put my hand in front of him. Do you want me to help you out with that a little bit? You can get fixed up yourself, or and I could probably fix that.
Doc, as you look over him, you notice that he does have a lot of quite chipped yellow paint. It's like a day-glow yellow paint. It's got silver banding down the front of it in like a H pattern. The rest of it's all kind of like this day-glow, high-vis yellow. But you do notice across the back of him, he does seem to have some letters spray painted.
What do they say?
They're uckers. It just UCCA.
This is what Hito was.
Utility crew
referring to?
cleaning automatons.
Yeah, all these acronyms.
Yeah.
All right.
What is the uckers?
Yeah, uckers.
How many mother uckers? Ucking in my share.
Do you? You're sure you can repair yourself?
But
Or you're
choose
not sure?
robot repair kit if you want it.
That's what I mean. I feel like we can repair your. He might not understand, but we can, and I'll do some sign language. Fix your wires.
He
I'll
kind
just
of.
hold out my tinker tools
He
to
kind
support
of.
Doc here.
He looks up at you, Budge. Looks down at his leg, his wiring. He kind of lifts it up, and you watch as he goes to like flex his little ankle joint, and you see that it kind of hangs a little bit, and kind of looks up at you and goes. Holds it out to you.
Or maybe Budge, you give it a go first.
I really hope I didn't waste my inspiration counting to 6.
It's not a waste. Not a waste. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
Value.
All right,
It's been a while
and
since I've used my tinker's tool. What attribute do I use for it?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
I'm gonna guide him, and if possible, I will also. Wow, shit! I don't have the mending cantrip. I'll just try to help by like trying to figure out what connections go where. Bro, well, did he get advantage for me helping or not?
He
That's
does
my
not because
question.
you cast Well, I mean, you're helping.
I'm helping as well.
You know what?
but-
Fine, I'll allow the advantage because oh god, this poor little guy,
Thank God.
Budge.
He was
I
just
don't-
going to put a tinkerer tool right through his
I was gonna
eye.
say guidance doesn't negate
And that
helping.
one,
as far as I
yeah.
know.
So,
Like, guidance doesn't negate helping. as far
so
as I know.
Budge, you manage to unconnect the wires. You strip
should-
them. You make it.
can still
so
roll
you
your
fit it all
guidance.
in. You kind of get your little tinker tool. You solder a bit back on, and you tighten the screws up on his ankle. And as he puts his foot down, he like flexes it, lifts it, and like tests it out on the ground. He looks up at you, just complete joy in his little glowing blue eyes.
Man, I really want to invite this robot along with us.
I say, tell your friends about Budge. Budge. I point.
That's me.
God
Budge.
of fish and automatons.
And maps.
And maps, yeah.
And
Budge.
maps. I can't forget that.
He holds out his little hand to you.
I hold out a finger.
He takes it in his little two hands and shakes it.
Oh, that was cute.
Very cute.
He kind of comes and stands next to you by your ankle, like just like half a step behind you.
Are you gonna come with us, or do you want to go with your friends?
And he like pats your ankle.
I guess we'll see what happens.
I take one step forward.
He goes and takes a step forward.
I take a second step forward.
He follows you, realizes he stepped too far and like shuffles back a little bit.
It's awkward.
It's so good.
All right, let's continue our way then.
I'll offer to lift him onto my shoulder if he'd like.
As you lift him up, he holds onto a couple pieces of metal so he doesn't fall off, and he kind of looks out, and you can hear him sending these little whirring signals out to all of the other uckers that are in the area, as you end up with this little crowd formulating behind you, Budge, like a school of little fish.
Perfect.
He's found his school.
Which is how he Budge, Doc, and Cal arrive at the Water Temple bathhouse. This is what Kevin and Hudson see as they arrive as just this tiny little robot army, and just start to approach you with Budge at the forefront of it.
Hey guys.
Has Budge had babies?
No, they look too different to be Budge's babies.
Do you want to explain, Budge?
I feel pain.
I think Budge is too overcome with emotion.
Do these baby robots feel pain?
You can kick one and find out.
Do not kick my baby.
Don't kick a baby. Oh, no.
I'm not doing that. That ain't happening.
Well, they're not babies because they're definitely working age. So.
No, I don't know what the child labor laws are in this briefing.
I mean, Hudson and I don't know about how. I think Budge is quite old, but Hudson's already been put to work, so. And he's only 3. What age do our Cochrans reach maturity? Is it 2 years old or is it
3?
It is 3. Holy shit! You're right on the precipice. Okay. I believe that Budge is too overcome with emotion to explain this situation.
You need to close the window. You need to just minimize the Discord. Stop looking at
it. He's checked out. He's out. All right.
See where this goes.
Budge, do you want to explain?
Sure. Budge found these little fellas, and Budge and Doc helped one of them out, and now they're all Budge and Doc's friends.
What did you do to help them out?
Fixed a leg.
Oh yeah. It's very noble of you.
He also relieved them of their duties, so I think he actually freed some of them.
Yeah, they were just cleaning.
Or turn to Budge and I'll be like, fight the power man.
Yeah. Down with the institutions, right?
So you've got an army now?
More like a family.
Oh, okay.
Like a school, you know?
Yes, like a school.
Doc is definitely observing similar patterns in these guys, which reminds me of the koi from previously.
Yes.
Are
the
there?
koi fish.
Similar
Similar patterns in the way that they gather around him. I pay attention to the patterns.
Yeah, but they aren't glowy.
Yet.
You raise a valid point.
Jeez. We gotta give Tegan some ideas, yeah.
Okay, Aka family. This is Kevin. And this is Hudson. Hudson is a superhero.
And Cal's been with us all along.
They kind of wave. They look at Kevin and Hudson. They kind of start to circle you. Every now and then one does a little one of them picks up Kevin's the tail of Kevin's cloak that looks like the silky tail, and you watch as one of them kind of makes a tail fin. And they're like, "Roo." And they look at Hudson's wings, and you're just watching as they're going, "Roo, roo."
It's so cute.
I'll flex them.
I love them so much.
You watch as they start to tippy tap from foot to foot as they get really excited, and every now and then one will go, "Woo!"
Mimics the flexing.
Yeah. Here you go. Just for you, Bush.
Oh,
Don't set him off again.
I love him. I love him so much.
Every
Do
now
the rest of us see as well, or what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can there
because they all crowd together, every now and then one will run into another one, and you watch as it like curls up into a little ball. So about the size of a
how
tennis
many
ball.
are there?
At the
like
moment, there's about 20 around you at the moment.
And they're tiny.
Yeah, small. When they curl up, they're about the size of a tennis ball.
Okay, I thought there was like a couple hundred, or I was like, there's no way this is sustainable.
Wait, how many? Sorry.
There's about
Like
20
20
around you.
Oh, that's so cute. That's cute.
Can I pick one up,
Yeah.
Budge? No, I'm gonna ask Budge. Budge, is it okay if I handle one?
Ask them.
I tried, but they just make whirring noises at me.
Just hold your palm out.
The one that sort of ends in an upwards intonation is approval.
And I'll
Downward
put my-
intonation is, disapproval.
I'm gonna make like a little ramp with my palm so that they could like come up onto it.
You look, as you put your hand down, you watch as they just kind of look down at with their like little pudgy bellies. They just kind of look up at you. And eventually one of them kind of like puts one foot, he's got his little broom, and he kind of goes, "Woo!" As in like one small step, and then steps on your hand.
It implants the broom.
And then steps into your hand.
Depends how strong they are.
Yes, he steps into your hand.
Gonna lift him up and give him a little under the chin. Bloody little go.
You watch as his eyes get like kind of these happy lines kind of thing as Me comes down and
Probably
looks.
can feel it.
Me look.
I was gonna say my next step was to grab me out of my cloak and see what he thinks.
Yeah, Me flies
Ooh.
down, kind of looks at this Akka, looks at you, and you watch as Me's colour changes ever so slightly towards a tealish colour. Roll me a perception.
Anger.
I swear to God, Tiggs. I swear to God, if you've done me like this for the last 10 minutes.
Sorry, perception.
Yes. You
20.
Ultra.
Because you're watching so intently, you catch the moment that Me's about to push him off your hand.
Oh, I'll
You grab me.
move him out of the way and put him back on the ground. And then I'll give me some much needed love after that. I'll be like, oh, you jealous, buddy?
That's self-love.
Yeah.
And as Budge, you appreciate your little robot army as you're going into the Water Temple bathhouse for your resting and relaxation. That's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh, what a session.
So, everybody, thank you for putting up with our shenanigans tonight. We were just a little bit chaotic, to say the least, but
Jolly.
Yeah,
However, we will be back next Monday. Unfortunately, we will be down a Doc Holloway. Unfortunately.
Oh, we
It
didn't
makes
get
us-
to roleplay the Doc Holloway.
Oh, you'll see what happens
Yeah,
next
we'll
session.
see what happens
So-
next session. That's fine. So, with that, if you like what we do and you aren't yet following us, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, all that jazz. Otherwise, you can catch all of these in retrospect, in after the fact, on the YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. Hit for the follow over there as well if you like. Leave some comments for us if you really want to. Otherwise, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night wherever you are in the world. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, look after yourself, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.